Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Farland Adventures session number 24. No, 25? I think I fucked up in the last recording. I think I said 14 when I meant 24, so this is 25. The team was struck with tragedy when Araphine died, unfortunately. That was such a bad situation. And now we have found a new companion. Her name is Annie Oak. She is a Forge Domain cleric. And we're on our way to Errol because the circus left without us. So, that's nice. So we've chartered a boat and we're heading towards Errol. And let's see how it goes with Annie Oak. And we got a lot of stuff to go over. So let us begin.
Have any of you guys go ahead.
I do prefer Martin Freeman as the Joker character from the British Office, though.
Yeah.
Martin Freeman is God in everything he does.
I mean, the Hobbit movies kind of sucked, but...
No, but I mean, even though the Hobbit movies suck, he was still the best part of the movies.
Yeah, that's true. That and Benedict Cumberbatch? Is that how it's...
Yeah.
That's how it's pronounced, yeah.
Yeah,
But
he did a really good Smaug.
He did Smaug pretty well,
Yeah.
but I was like,
I saw the footage of him on set doing
his
Smaug,
audition.
and it
Yeah,
was
his
awesome.
audition was pretty sick.
It wasn't even just the audition; it was like him on set with like the full suit. And
Oh
all.
yeah, the full mocap.
Because they said oh you just need like a mocap for your face, but he refused. He wanted to do the whole thing.
Yeah,
So it's like
he's
rolling around on set,
blame
like
him.
"Rah."
it's really fun to play a dragon.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he's really good at that.
Pretty
It's the fact that
sick.
he was 100% serious about the whole thing, which is
Yeah.
very impressive.
I mean, because like when you have the example of Andy Serkis who did Gollum before, you're like, I need to either be better or at least just as good.
I need to step up my game.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's pretty sick. He did a good job.
Yeah.
Cumberbatch is a very good actor, even though I don't like him as Doctor Strange, but still.
he doesn't do the American accent super well. Like,
He doesn't
it's
do accents well,
noticeable.
period. Yeah.
Yeah, like I can, even if I didn't know he was British, I could tell like that's not an actual American accent. That's somebody putting on an American accent.
Yeah.
Or it's like it is his attempts to say penguin.
Oh yeah, he
Penguin.
can't say penguin.
Penguin.
He can't say it.
No.
It's hilarious.
It's the cutest
I think-
thing.
I think it was on the Graham Norton show, like they were showing the footage of him saying it,
Yeah.
and he's like, I can say penguin. I don't know why no one corrected me for like that whole hour and a half.
I think there's like this is too funny. So
Yeah.
Yen, are you a Cumberbitch?
Here's the thing. I like him, but I'm not like obsessed with him.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
It's
it's
not
kind
a
of.
Cumberbatch.
I think it's
fell in
weird
love
that
at
people.
Sherlock.
Yeah, Sherlock
Yeah.
was
Ooh.
amazing.
I like the first couple episodes. Like someone
BBC
pointed out to
Sherlock is bad.
me, it's not that smart of Sherlock.
Mm.
Does that make sense? Like, he's never does anything like super clever. It's just he knows stuff, which I think.
Yeah.
Well, fair enough. But I mean, because see, most of the Sherlock stuff that we know is from the books and other stuff.
Yeah.
So this was already an established mythos. So all he has to do
Yeah.
is just kind of accentuate that a little bit more.
Yeah.
Forget. I think it's Russell T Davies was the writer for that, if I remember right.
I don't know.
And because he's the guy who used to do Doctor Who. One of the
okay.
Well, the
Yeah,
old
yeah,
Doctor
yeah.
Who writers did it, and
But
he's
he
not
should
as
be 11th
smart
Doctor.
as Sir Arthur Conan Doyle.
No.
Fair, not many people are.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the BBC Sherlock Holmes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like that one very much because like all the crime solving was just look I figured out something that the audience had no chance to figure out.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Like he found like a clue. It was never like pre-established that was a clue beforehand.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It was
just like
something
he
something the
happens
audience
to have
didn't
this
know.
very esoteric, obscure knowledge that no one else would have.
Yeah.
And,
But then again, I mean, like, you could argue the fact that the whole mind palace concept came into play. You're like, okay, so he knows a bunch of stuff.
yeah.
So I
But
mean,
like how is
yeah, but I mean, I would definitely watch Sherlock over Elementary. Elementary was terrible.
He's more like a no shit Sherlock.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
What
true.
do people feel about Robert Downey Jr.'s Sherlock?
It was like good for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, like the concept I think works of like the
I like the
fighting
fact-
thing is neat,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but that's about it.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was the only
Yeah.
like really thing like
Yeah.
I
unique
mean,
it kind of did.
and that was pretty cool actually. The whole breakdown
Yeah.
of what could happen. I was like, oh, that's neat.
They actually,
it
because there's
was-
a rogue subclass that basically lets you do that.
the Inquisitor.
Yeah, Inquisitor,
Cool.
basically. You can look at a thing during a fight, I think it's a bonus action, and you basically, like, analyze it fast enough to tell, like, the best way to attack it.
Yeah.
Oh. That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I've thought about doing that, but you need to have, like, a actual murder mystery game to make that work.
Yeah, you need actually like
I mean, there was another class that could do that, right? I'm trying to remember.
yeah, it's
Uh,
Battlemaster.
Is this
they
the
can, like,
Battlemaster?
Battlemaster fighters can like
Yes.
feature a thing
Yeah.
called Know Your
You take a
Enemy.
minute looking at a thing and you learn two
All
facts
its
about it.
weaknesses, yeah.
I think you can learn like their stats or like their or like
Yeah.
one of their stats. Their
Yeah.
like if they have any damage, like resistances or vulnerabilities. that sort of thing.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm considering doing that as a backup in Addie's game.
Mhm.
Just because I got an 18 and a 17 naturally
nice.
for my stats, so I want to.
Hmm.
I don't want to min max, but it's hard to not min max when I can have like two 20s at
Yeah.
level 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Damn.
pretty sick.
Yeah. It's like, well, I'll feel bad if I don't take advantage of this. So
Yeah, because like
I mean,
Yeah.
it is what the dice rolled, right? So
yeah, I mean, and
Yeah.
plus, I mean, like I did the same thing with my cleric in his game. I just rolled something. I was like, "Yep, I'm taking that. That's an 18. That's a 17." And Adi's like, "How would you get those numbers?" I'm like, "Here's the roll." He's like, "Damn."
yeah. The highest. I didn't get any I got one negative, and it's at 9, so it's not that big.
Yeah.
And I got an 18, 17, and a 15, and then two 13s.
Like,
So I have
yeah, because
pretty
Conrad
solid stuff.
rolled better than I did for his cleric.
Mm.
Yeah.
I was like, "Damn, dude."
ridiculous.
Luck was on.
Yeah.
Yesterday, Shiv's 8 rolls. Jesus. That was nasty.
Just a bunch of farmers wandering around town now.
Yeah.
That was kind of part of the lucid dreaming experience.
That was insane.
I'm so mad.
It's not
Like-
canon.
like-
We're not talking about it.
Like my backup character has almost the same health as Creek. And Creek has the tough eat and he's a sorcerer. It's 1d6 at that.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, everyone got their stuff pulled up and all that?
You.
Okay. So, again, apologies for my voice. It's going to be very muddled. But
No problem.
No
last we left Entropy, you guys had journeyed into the Stonewall Mountains, where you had found a group of Dragar and fire giants working together with what appeared to be some sort of elemental cult that you had found. During the journey downwards, unfortunately, you did lose Araphine in the fight, and quickly retreated back out of the mountains themselves. You continued back into Arden after the unfortunate incident, and found a new companion, Annie Oak, who is now journeying with you towards the docks as you make your way south to Iril to try and catch up with the circus that had to leave town quickly. As you were moving down to the docks, I believe Annie, did you take the hour to build that flask?
On the boat, yeah.
Okay, so you're doing that on the boat, and as you headed back towards the docks, you do see that same ship that you're going towards. On the ship itself, let me pull that map up. You see relatively portly captain who you'd spoken to previously as ushers you on. You also see a fairly tall half-elf currently playing a lute, resting his back against the mast. Audi, if you'd like to describe your character.
Alouette, gentille alouette, alouette, je te plumerai. Et is what you hear as you get up onto the boat. And he's a half elf, but he's also half orc. So he's not a pretty boy, but he's more like the rugged types. He has a tanned olive skin and a slightly stocky build, and full mutton chop that goes into a kind of goatee, and long curly hair. And he's just eyes closed, relaxing and singing this song. You can see that he's playing a lyre. So he's just strumming along and playing music.
French, huh?
You don't know.
What's this strange language?
And he's just continuing to play music as the boat goes on.
As things are being loaded onto the boat and you all make your way on, what would you like to do?
Making my flask.
Okay. So you prepare the appropriate materials for the hour-long ritual for that.
So the captain's behind the wheel, or
Captain currently behind the wheel. A couple of the other crew are currently loading up supplies.
okay. Welcome to the captain.
Yes, can I help you?
So how long do you reckon this journey's gonna be to Iril?
It's just about a day.
Oh, that's all right then.
Yeah, it's a quick back and forth.
How many decks on the ship?
Just the one below. We've got some cots set up for you all that you can
Oh.
take.
Lovely, thank you.
No problem.
What about the food situation?
It doesn't come with a meal, so
Oh, that's useful to know. Cool. Thank you for your time.
Fishing pole that Glimmet could borrow?
a wood.
A fishing pole.
I mean, we've got a few harpoons below deck you could use.
Glibbit, we'll figure it out.
Listen, we've got some hardtack, if you'd like that.
You fish with those?
I mean, you could
Just
try.
throw it at the fish, knock them out.
Probably work, actually.
Float to the top.
I mean, I've got a net, so we can do something.
Hey,
I
Glimmet is
have a couple.
adaptive.
I have 3 nets. Whoop.
Cool. Oh, yeah,
Also,
sailor.
I have the spell create food and water. So
Right.
I'm gonna put my sticky shield on a line and put it in the water.
that's actually pretty good.
Okay.
Just to see it now or not. Just
Yeah,
to
you need to put some
see
bait
if
on it.
something sticks.
Okay, so as they take in lines and begin moving forward, you're all gonna try and fish?
Attempt.
Cool.
Yeah, sure.
I mean,
Okay.
wait, hold up. Creek, you can make food and water out of thin air.
Yeah, but fishing sounds fun.
Sure, why not? Why the fuck not?
Yeah.
Okay. Whoever wants to, go ahead and make a survival check.
Yeah, go on then. I'll do it. Oh, okay, you're doing it.
It's your
Oh,
boy.
oh, get
Nice.
fucked. I'll roll for the hell of it anyway. It's all 3 of us are
I was
fishing.
glad if you're willing to, you can do separate ones there. So, yeah, you all, Freak, you actually managed to catch a pretty sizable fish. It goes, a good 2 feet in length, like a full-on bass.
Nice.
You guys also catch a decent amount of smaller fish as well. Probably enough to last you a couple days.
Fantastic.
I am the fish master. I surpass all who walk by.
You are a sailor. You should have that ability.
Hey,
Yeah.
do you know like
Try
what kind of
and,
fish is like? Are they edible?
yeah.
All fish are edible if you try hard enough.
Yeah, everything's free if you run fast
Yeah.
enough.
You can eat all shrooms, but some only once.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That does apply to fish as well. So
Speaking
You
of
have to
which,
make
let's
like
probably
a,
go through the fish
you
we
have to make like a
caught.
nature check or something to make sure like it's like, or how to like
Edible?
prepare it. Yeah. Also like how do we prepare it if we need to?
I knew with your background know enough about how to fish. You know it's a edible fish that you have, and
Nice.
the basics of how to dress one.
Mhm.
So
Just slice it open, take out the gills, take out the guts,
exactly.
scale
Yeah.
it, and all that sort of thing.
Yeah, you will watch in just one fluid motion that Creek opens up the fish, scoops everything out, and just with one quick pulls out the bones in one full fluid and full motion as well.
Dinner
I
is
try-
served.
Yeah.
Like,
Can
without
I
even
try
cooking, I
to?
just slap it on, slap it on the table.
Ah, if only you had that smoothness in combat.
I also have a pan to cook.
You can cook
Oh,
anything. Yeah, you don't need fire.
Jeez.
You could just cook off
Yeah.
your pan.
You can actually, yeah. That's one of the features of it that you've
Oh
never
my
used.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Next time you hit someone, they will smell a fish.
Kind of want to cook the fish now.
Do it.
Yeah. Cook the fish.
Okay, so you light up the pan and you see as
Do I
it's
have to make a
very
check
quickly.
for that? So,
Yeah, just go ahead and it'll be a straight dexterity check.
Alright.
Because I don't believe you're proficient in cooking tools.
nope. Do I get that proficiency?
11. It's
Mhm.
a little burnt, but you know it's still a serviceable fillet.
It's
Mhm.
texture.
Yeah,
Mm.
blackened.
Yeah.
Cajun style.
it's texture. It's
Yeah.
good. A little crunch.
Yeah. That's some variety.
I always appreciate a man with good hands.
I am no man.
Well, you do not seem to have that points towards the female side of things.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Maybe.
It is. I only speak in compliments, my friend.
I'm sure we'll get along just fine. As I extend my hand, like a shake.
And I give a solid handshake and like pump it repeatedly.
Feel like a handshake, like the handshake lasts like slightly too long.
And you see the smile grow into a bit of a smirk.
So you play the what'd you play there?
It is my lyre. I'm sufficiently proficient at it.
Yeah, we heard you when we came onto the boat. It's pretty good.
Thank you. I do have some diehard critics that are not particularly for my kind of music, but thank you for that compliment.
Where are you heading?
I am heading to what is the name of the place? Elnor.
No.
We're heading there as well, aren't
Yeah, we're in the same place. Yeah.
Errol.
Yes.
Irrol.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Irrol.
Irrol.
Arrow.
Arrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
I had
heading
to
that
look on
way.
the map again.
Excellent. It is always good to have companions on a travel like this. The sea, the water, not the sea, the air. But it is always good to have company.
Yeah, it is.
You seem like an interesting lot of people. What are you, my friend?
Guess we'd say we're an adventuring party. Taking on,
Ah,
yeah, we're currently like working as bodyguards for a traveling carnival.
a carnival, you say? That sounds fascinating. Interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
But
Yeah,
I was admittedly a little more curious about you, my metal friend. You do not seem very familiar to me.
Yeah, most people say that.
I don't believe I have seen one of your kind before.
Yeah. I believe defined as a warforged. Still a bit of a mystery of why I'm like this, but I'd live with it.
Warforged. Duly noted. And does not seem to be a very large group of adventurers.
And we lost a couple group or team members a few days ago, or today actually.
Huh. That is sad. I hope the parting happened in a good way.
Mm.
I see.
Hmm.
My condolences.
That's alright. So what brings you to Earl?
I am merely going around the world looking for stories and things to turn into more tales. I'm a troubadour, a songster.
That's very interesting.
It is one of the things that binds a lot of races together. Music is part of the initial notes of creation.
Yeah, that's way of putting it. I've never been great at music myself. At least as far as I know.
As far as you know. Interesting. What about the rest of your party? Forgive me for this grand oversight on my part. And I just go into a kind of sweeping bow. And my name is Pierre Ironbone. What do you call yourself?
Yeah, I'm Creek.
Sorry, Pierre, what? Sorry,
Ironbone.
Ironborn. Okay.
No, not Ironborn. Ironbone. You see,
Iron bone?
Pierre,
Iron Burn.
Pierre, Ironbone. And I do a small gyration of my hips.
Oh,
Jesus.
Ironbone. Yeah. Okay.
I don't hear this. I'm focusing on my flask.
I mean, I haven't heard either because I'm at the front of the ship.
Uh, why are you heading to Errol?
oh, we were just catching up with our carnival group.
Yes, the one that you said that you have been contracted under.
Yeah.
Interesting. Carnivals are always interesting way to travel, especially for me. You run into a fair number of strange people at these gatherings.
Yes, we do. And by like fish.
It does look very tasty. Little on the crinkly side for me, but I suppose it will suffice as a grand meal.
And here I thought you said you talked in compliments.
Well, sometimes compliments come through truth, my friend.
Mm.
May I join you in this meal?
Sure, go ahead.
I can always play something later.
So you sit down and share part of the bass with Pierre.
Would the others also come and eat at this time, or?
Oh, Greek, have you made a friend?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, your metal man seems to be very easy to make friends with. Indeed. And I just give a kind of side eye and look at the Dragonborn.
Yes, he's probably a little too friendly sometimes.
Hey.
Prove me wrong.
Mm.
Friends are all we can say we have at the end of the day, because a lot of other things pass through our lives without making a mark, but it is always the friends that leave more of an indelible impression.
This is true. And you are, sir.
Ah, sorry, I did do a bit of an introduction earlier, but you were towards the bow of the ship. But I am Pierre Ironbone. My pleasure. And you?
Iron, sorry, what?
Iron Bone.
Bone as in like the bones in your body?
I just do the same gyration of the hips.
Huh.
Looking pointedly down towards my crotch and giving a wink.
Noted. I'm Drake.
Drake, it is a pleasure. And I hold my hand out for a handshake.
I grab him by the forearm and shake it.
Aha! One of those martial types. Interesting. And what fine muscles on this forearm. It's very good.
Eh, took some work, but you know, feels good.
And do you always dress in this half-clothed version?
Allows for better movement.
Oh, definitely also it gives a lot of people much view on those brilliant muscles.
I don't like to brag.
People like you hardly need to brag, eh?
Should hope not.
Begging a lot.
Humility.
And
Oh,
what
sorry.
about this
No, sorry.
this little one here? What's your name?
Very tall for my size.
Are you? And I just lean down and squat in front of Clement, eating a bit of fish.
Glimit's name is Glimit.
Mm. And do you always refer to yourself in a third person, Glimit?
If Glimit didn't do that, Glimit might not be someone else. Better not forget who Glimit is.
That is a very interesting viewpoint to have. I appreciate it. Thank you for telling me your name, Glimt. I am myself. I call myself Pierre.
Like where you dock the boat.
Sorry, what?
Like where you dock the boat?
Oh, no. I don't have much experience in these boats and sailing, so to speak. But
That joke could have gone
no.
so many places.
Weird
So
name,
you are.
but that is not uncommon around here.
This is true. Names are like coins. They are spread all over the place, go into many people's hands, and come back to you with all sorts of things on them.
You can give away your name to someone else.
Well, this one at least, definitely.
What if they don't want to turn it back to you again? Do you need to take in someone else's name?
Oh, you are a very insightful little creature, aren't you, Glenn?
Said I'm very tall for my size.
I would agree now that I have more proof of this position that you held.
So what do you do?
Ah, I am a collector of tales and music from the world over, and I turn them into song. I would say I'm a troubadour, a bard, so to speak.
He plays music, Limit.
What Limit what he said?
So to do call what I do to just play music, it seems a little reductive, but sure.
Well, you have a lyre, you sing songs, you play music. You're a musician.
That is
Nothing wrong with it.
one aspect. Not at all. That is merely one aspect of what I do.
Ah, fair enough.
So what else do you do?
I turn to look at Glimmet and I say, well, I like to inspire people with my songs and my words. So, Glimmet, you seem like someone who knows how to, how would I say? Can I make an insight check into Glimmet to see what kind of person this fellow is?
Sure, make an insight check. You haven't had a lot of experience with rat folk in general. They're not super common throughout the worlds, and kind of hard to read in general. Yeah.
You seem like a person who knows how to hold himself back in all the aspects that would be necessary, and not somebody who is immune to the call of chaos.
Is anyone immune to chaos?
Definitely not, my friend. Definitely not.
So,
Hmm.
yeah, that is what Glimmet does. He follow people around and makes drinks.
Uh-huh. A brewer. Well, that seems interesting, especially for a member of an adventuring party.
Drinks is in high demand.
Hmm. Do you have many specimens, or do you concentrate on one particular type of product?
Has done quite a lot of different things.
This is good to know. Good to know.
Mhm.
And are you members of the Adventurers Guild?
No, we have no affiliation with them at all.
Yes, none whatsoever.
By the way, is Annie where she
Of
is?
them before.
I'm still making something.
But you are where you are, right?
Yep.
Okay. Annie.
I don't even hear you. I'm way too focused.
Well,
You look over and she's just kind of on her knees, currently tracing different arcane runes onto the ship as part of the ritual.
hopefully the captain is not against vandalism. But okay, carry on.
Glimmet is going to go inside and start his pot up to make some brews
Okay.
with the acid that he has.
I'll say you're brewing What exactly?
He's making acid gas.
How's it guys? Okay, go ahead and just make a check with your alchemy supplies. Is it going slow?
No, it's just yeah. I just don't know which attribute I put on it.
Be intelligence. Okay, easy enough. You're able to create. How much acid were you using for it?
I had 10 vials
10 vials.
from the goo.
Okay. I would say with that roll, you'd be able to get all those into acid gas if you wanted to.
Nice. Alright.
So you spend the time to create those and properly funnel it into the
Could I have
vials.
could I have also looked over this adventuring party who does not have an affiliation with the guild and who seem to have a lot of items? Can I make an Arcana check to see if a lot of these things are magical?
Sure. Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Hmm.
Looking at, I mean, because Creek was not super subtle about using the pan in the middle of the boat, you can probably tell that is a magical item. Everything else, it's hard to say.
Hmm.
You do also see the Annie on the deck of the ship doing what looks like casting of a spell onto items, so you can probably put two and two together with that.
Duly noted. Hmm. For people who do not have an affiliation to the guild, you seem to have some particularly potent items.
Yeah, we've been around.
They do okay. They do the job.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Are you associated with the Adventurers Guild or no?
No, I don't have an association with that organization. No.
But you do have an affiliation with some organization.
Well, merely with the that of life, I say.
Oh, okay.
Do you have any experience with magical items?
A little bit, little bit. Not being very shifty, but like, yeah.
I would offer you a magical potion, but it shivers away.
I, re-
Is this that?
I really thought that Glimmer was going to give him a grog.
Yeah. You're right, Nether.
It's not too late.
The night is young.
Back.
What does that the little rat man make? He seemed quite invested.
Yeah. He's very passionate about his work.
Oh, passion
he's-
is something that is always appreciated.
And he's good at what he does.
Mhm.
Whether we want him to be or not, he's good at what he does.
Hmm. Fascinating. And I just start strumming the lyre.
You feel hear a very soft melodic music as Pierre begins to play, and it fills the air, kind of rhythmically going with the waves as they pass over the ship. Is there anything else any of you are going to do in that time?
Think so?
I mean, we should probably find a place to put the fire giant's head and Araphine, who's in a carpet.
I assume you guys went below deck and stowed away your things. And
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's make sure we
we're
did
gonna,
that.
yeah, we're
I
gonna
stowed
avoid
away.
the awkward conversation of why are you carrying a dead body in a giant's head
Again.
every time you go somewhere, because that
Mhm.
conversation presumably happens.
I would
Uh,
have also noticed the giant's head when they came on board, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's a little
hard
hard.
to miss.
Yeah, it's a little hard to miss. Yeah.
That is.
Yeah, it's
Mm.
about the size of Creek's back as far as what it covers. So, yeah, it's noticeable. Which also, are you casting Gentle Repose on that head?
Sure. It's yeah, it's a ritual, so I'll do that as well. Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say because at this point it's gonna start smelling if you don't.
Yeah.
It already smells, but more noticeable. So in that time, you do complete the flask as well. So you have that now. Um, and you all head down. It's at this point, sun is just about fully set. It's almost nighttime. And do you all head down below deck for the evening?
Yeah.
Uh,
Sure.
I'll stay up here for a bit and just keep a lookout over everything.
Okay. I'll
Just like
say,
keep watching the ocean.
okay. Go ahead and make a perception check then, Creek.
Alright.
As the rest of you would have been moved down to the bottom, down this way.
I would have still been on the top deck.
Okay.
Hmm.
11. Go ahead and make a perception check as well, Pierre.
Okay.
Also pick where you want to sleep.
Ooh.
Oh,
You're very still involved with playing. You had a string break about halfway through, so you're just kind of in the process of restringing that.
mm,
Creek, as
Mhm.
you're kind of looking past into the waters of the lake itself, you can see just barely off in the distance where the coast is at. It's probably a good 3 or 4 miles from what you can see. You do also, as the music from Pierre stops, as he's restringing his instrument, you hear this kind of soft, melodic singing off in the distance. And 1 second here. Very hard to see. You start to hear this noise kind of envelop you, and it's just very calming from what you can hear of it. I need you and Pierre actually to go ahead and make wisdom saving throws.
Alright.
Oh boy, sirens.
Ooh.
Mm.
Oh,
We are not doing great.
Oh dear.
that's an 8.
yeah, because of your cloak. So,
Yo, bye.
so as you're hearing the music, you're kind of looking around to see where it's coming from, and you both see at the front of a ship what looks like the form of a very young and beautiful female that lands there, kind of calling you forward towards the front of the ship.
Is this a charming effect?
It is.
Mhm.
So you would
Then
have advantage.
I would have advantage.
Yes.
Mm.
10.
Still
It's like
applies.
Yeah.
what you told me about your backstory, you probably would fall for it anyway.
Yeah.
You see this kind of beautiful female figure at the front of the ship that's beckoning you forward. So you both would, since you are charmed, you would move forward.
Alright.
The vision of loveliness. This seems like promising.
As you both begin to move forward, you can see the 2 men that are still on the top of the ship doing the same. The captain actually kind of pushes you out of the way, Pierre, and kind of goes straight towards her. As you get closer, you see the form kind of faintly shimmer and break as you see underneath it this still female in general shape, but you see these elongated claws coming out of her hands, as well as these massive black dripping with tar wings that kind of outstretch a good 24 feet in length altogether, with razor sharp teeth and kind of yellowish slitted eyes. As she reaches out and grabs the captain with her talons on the feet themselves and lifts him up in the air and drops him in the water. And you just see,
Pierre looks down at his crotch and looks back up and he says, still works.
Oh my god.
Yep.
It's are we still charmed at this point, or?
Technically, yes.
Hmm.
Let's see. Actually, you're technically also incapacitated, so you
Oh,
can't
that's
take
fine.
actions or reactions, but just to move. And
Alright.
you, at that time, see above you what look like 5 more similar shapes kind of flying around the top of the ship. And you hear a loud screech. Everyone below deck, go ahead and make a perception check.
Oh boy.
Is this how we all die? Is this how we
Wow.
die? Hey, thank you, Thomas.
At least somebody noticed.
Yeah, so Annie and Glimmet, you hear the loud screeching. As Creek and Pierre, you look up and you see them starting to, these shapes above the waters, or above the air, start to tear into the sails of the ship.
Are we
Phil,
sleeping like close together?
Relatively close from where you placed yourselves, yeah.
Can I slap Drake awake?
You can.
Oi!
What happened? What happened?
Did you not hear that?
Hear what?
Screeching! Let's go!
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
Okay, in that case, everyone go ahead and roll for initiative.
Did me and Pierre also roll?
Yep.
Oh, we're still like incapacitated at this point, are
Nice.
Yep.
we? My initiative makes sense in that case.
It's your average, so we are not surprised.
Yeah. And Drake got his average, not 20.
Nice. Is it possible to have a negative initiative bonus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If your dexterity is below 10, which,
And you roll like 1 or 2.
yeah, Morthrin, my old
Yeah.
dwarf character, had a negative initiative.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You rolled a 0. I remember that.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, I like role played it that he was just like heavy set person, so
Yeah.
it made
Yeah.
sense.
Dwarves were not made for long distance fighting.
Yeah.
So natural sprinters.
Creek 17 for Glimmet. I think I got everybody. Yep, so Drake, you go first. You're just pushed awake by Annie, when you listen and you hear what sounds like screeching and tearing above you.
Do I know what these creatures are?
You are still below deck, so you don't see anything at the moment.
So the sounds are not telling at all.
It sounds like a very loud screeching. I would say make a nature check.
Okay.
Wow.
Bro.
Dishing it out.
2 in a row.
You've heard the sound before. You know these are harpies. These are creatures that usually will stick closer to the coast areas, and are known for attacking ships as well as anyone who gets into their territory.
Okay, I quickly turn to Annie and Glimmet. Guys, we have harpies aboard. cover your ears, or at least try to block out their sounds. And
What is a harpy?
we don't have time to discuss that right now.
Yeah, I was about to say that will be your 6 seconds of talking.
Yeah. So wait, what's the movement like on the situation here? So Can I get a top deck in one movement? Oh, it's there. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that goes to the front of the bottom. You'd
Right,
have to
right,
go up
right.
these stairs here.
Okay. So cool. Yeah. So I'll head to the top deck.
Okay.
So I get what here?
Your movement. How much movement do you have?
40.
40. Oh yeah, you can get there without a problem.
So how much was that? Was that 20? 25?
Yeah, I'd say you have about 10 feet left.
Okay.
As you rush out and push the door open, you see the 5 harpies above you that are kind of circling around and tearing into the sails, as well as the one larger one at the front of the ship.
Okay.
They're about 20 feet in the air from what you can see.
Right. How do you break a charm person?
You
Big slap.
Snap that back.
Just
yeah,
slap
with
them,
the
right?
roll you had.
Break a charm person. Grab the arm,
Smack him.
snap.
What are you doing, man?
Yeah, as far as you know, you're not exactly sure. It's
Okay.
usually something that has to be broken by breaking of sound. Like they have to stop hearing the song itself.
Right.
Actually, as you do come up as well. No, you're still fine, actually.
Okay. So I've got a bit of movement left. Hold on. I need to check on something. So if I wait, hold up. What's the distance to this? Oh yeah, I can make it there. I can, right?
If you dash, yeah.
Yeah. So I'll use Step of the Wind
Okay.
to get to Creek. And then I smack him. What are you doing, man? I'm assuming I'm assuming I can see him walking towards that creature, right?
Pretty song.
Not as much walking, but he's very clearly entranced by it.
Yeah.
Shambling.
Yeah.
How do I solve this problem?
Extreme violence. Tell yourself every problem.
Okay, I'm just
No,
gonna.
that is how you solve problems.
I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna try and like hit Creek.
Okay. I won't say. Are you trying to deal damage with it?
More like I'm trying to get his attention off off the sound.
Oh, you too afraid to fight me?
I'm afraid I'll knock you the fuck out.
Oh yeah,
So you
sure, sure.
Slap him a couple times across the face. Seems to have no effect.
Then I'm definitely gonna hit him.
You hit him, so if you want to bonus
Aha.
strike.
Damn.
Coward.
No, Step of the Wind is my bonus action.
Okay, yeah, so that would be your whole turn then?
Yeah.
Okay. Ending Drake's turn. Goes to the harpies above. Let's see. They will continue to tear into the sails. So,
Can I shout out to Glimmet and the guys like, guys, they're breaking the ship.
you can. I'll say as
Yeah.
a reaction. That's. Oh, yeah. So the first two you see just with their claws swing down and come down to here and actually land on the deck itself as they rake their claws through the almost whole of the sail itself, and you can see just this massive gash as the ship slowly starts to stop.
Oh boy.
The other three, seeing you unaffected, this first one is going to use its luring song, so I need everyone to go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw that's on the top deck. So Drake, Creek, and Pierre.
Ooh.
Oh god.
I need.
So you succeed against that one, Creek. Pierre, you did fail that one as well. So you are.
No, I mean it's an advantage, right?
You got 17.
Oh yeah, it would be advantage for you. That's right. So Yeah, so you're good. Drake, you hear this very soft melodic noise coming from up above as you look at them, and you just feel like it's just the most beautiful song you've ever heard, and you kind of just put your hands down from Creek and look up at it.
Ah, beautiful music.
The other two are going to. This one's gonna fly over to you. And it will make two. Actually, it's gonna attempt to grapple you, which you're technically incapacitated. So
You
it does
fail.
6. Yeah. So it picks you up and throws you off the side into the water here.
Okay.
Yeah. So you land here. And it's essentially right on top of you, kind of trying to drown you now. Just a reminder to everyone, you have the number of minutes you can hold your breath is equal to your Constitution modifier.
Mhm.
So you are currently being drowned, as the other two are continuing to fly up. This one's here on top of this guy and start drowning the captain, and this one you can get to there. They can just get to there. So this one here moves up, and it's about 20 feet above where you're at currently, Creek. That ends their turns. Goes to your turn, Glimmet.
Would I make a saving throw at the end of my throw?
Nope.
End of my turn? No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Alright, so
Yeah, no, there's no saving throw.
Cool.
alright, so where would we come up? Would it be like here?
Yeah, there's 2 entrances. I missed that one initially, sorry. But yeah, there would be that
Yeah,
one
that-
here, and then
yeah.
this one here.
Yeah, that was the one I was closest to, and I see these naked bird woman.
Yeah, they look like pretty much like naked bird women. I think that's probably the best way to describe them.
So remembering that he said something about the enemies on board, I'm going to attack the closest one with primal sentry.
Okay.
13 to
Oh.
hit.
16 to hit.
Yeah, that does hit.
What the fuck? 6 acid damage.
6 acid damage to that one. Okay. So you leap up from the stairs and just rake your claws into that one. You see it kind of retch back from the damage. Anything
Go
else on your
away,
turn?
stupid bird!
Anything else on your turn?
No.
Okay. Goes to your turn, Eddie.
Okay. He's told us to cover our ears. Is there any wax? I see, like maybe candle wax.
Steve?
Oh, sorry, I was muted. Make a perception check.
Okay.
You do see some beeswax and some candle wax underneath in the stocks there.
I would like to take those and shove it in my ears.
Okay. I'll say that's a bonus action. That's easy enough to do.
Go up
Ears do
there.
not resist.
I have a speed of 25 feet. Am I able to get up?
From your current position, you could get to about here on the steps, so you get like halfway up there. You could go the other route, but it's going to take longer for you to get there because you'd only get to about that steps.
Here. I cannot see my character.
Yeah. So basically, I think you
You
can
are
get to the.
still
I think you can get to
on
here.
the under part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
think
you're
it-
underneath the ship.
Yeah. So I think you can get up to there. I think.
Do
Yeah,
I
you can
see?
basically get like you wouldn't be able to see them from either way you go.
Okay. I would like to use my action to move.
Okay. With your action, you could get you could get all the way up the steps, and then you could get 25 feet out. So you could get to the middle of the deck here.
Okay.
It'd be 25 feet basically from the top set of steps.
Okay.
Yeah, you'd have another 10 feet of movement from your current position.
Do I want to go? Yeah, we'll do it.
As you rush up, wielding your warhammer, you see these kind of strange, vaguely humanoid bird creatures that are landing on the ship and now starting to tear into it. Anything else on your turn?
That's all I
that'd
can
be-
do.
Okay, ending your turn goes to the matriarch's turn. Bonus action, she will continue singing. Which, now that you and Glimmet are both on top deck as well, I need you both to go ahead and make wisdom saving throws.
Swear to God, if this is the end of the party.
Even with the beeswax, it's affecting her.
Oh yeah, since you have the beeswax in, it wouldn't affect you. Yeah, so you can vaguely hear the sound of music, but the beeswax in your ears is blocking it. So,
Nice.
Glimmet, you hear the singing, but it has no effect on you. Which, keep that in mind as well, so you are no longer affected by the singing for 24 hours. Actually, let me check real quick. Harder to read with one eye.
Oh, you ugly bird.
Your singing sucks.
Yeah, so actually, since you did succeed on that one song previously, Pierre, you are no longer affected either.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Creek, that would be the same for you. Drake, I think you're the only one who is now affected.
Yeah, I'm charmed.
Yeah,
Which I'm no
okay.
longer charmed.
Correct. I misread that, sorry. But that is her bonus action. So for her action...
Would that have given me would that have given Creek and myself a turn last time when especially when the harpy was coming down to grapple me?
My
it
turn
hasn't gotten
hasn't
to your
started yet.
turn yet. Yeah, your turn's next.
Okay.
Yeah. For her turn, she is going to first fly up to here and grab you, Drake. So you would get an opportunity attack, Creek.
You're
14.
muted, by the way.
Just hits.
Presumably I don't have my pan activated. It's just ordinary.
Yeah,
One
because
time.
since it's a reaction.
Sorry,
12 damage to her.
isn't it 17? Isn't it 7? I mean,
It's a 7.
yeah, because I
Be
don't
able
have
7 plus
fire.
5.
No,
Oh, yeah,
it's
good
not
point.
activated.
Yeah, no fire. Yeah.
Force habit. Okay. So you knock the pan into her, but she grabs onto the shoulders of Drake and pushes him over into the water, and you see her dive down with him. So you're now being drowned. And ends her turn there. Actually, technically, she does get a claw attack against you, Drake, so that's I got rolled natural 20.
Damn.
Great.
You take 8, 10, 11 points of slashing damage as you just see her retching into you with the claw, pulling against your flesh.
Yeah.
Then it goes to Pierre's turn.
Okay. Am I grappled?
You are currently being grappled by the harpy above you, yes.
Can I
You can
stab
still
it?
attack, right?
Yeah, you can attack normal when you're grappled.
Okay. So I will just go. I'll shake my head and just uh, take out the rapier and slash at the thing.
Okay.
Well, poke it. Oh, sorry. Yeah, no.
Poke it.
Yeah, that does not hit, unfortunately.
Okay. Then um, can I do vicious mockery?
It's an action to do, and you use your action to attack with the rapier.
Fair enough.
Anything for a bonus action?
Mm, nothing for now.
Okay. Ending Pierre's turn goes to your turn, Creek. You still hear that soft melodic music, but you now realize that it was taking hold of you, and you have broken that hold.
Right, so from here, how far away is like the harpy?
That one is at the bottom of the water itself, so it's a good 25 feet below.
25 feet down.
Yeah.
Alright, as my action, I'll cast a Sacred Flame on her.
Okay.
You max damage.
That is for dex save. She got a 14, which I believe is just the DC.
Yeah, it's just past, yeah.
Yeah, so unfortunately she does not take any damage as your action. Anything else for your bonus?
Can I cast, call it a spiritual weapon beside this dude? Like down here?
Beside which dude?
Or would that be too far?
What's the range on spiritual weapon?
60 feet. And there's
60
also 60 feet.
60 feet.
But
Yeah.
it's also got like the.
Yeah, that'd be in range. You don't have direct line of sight because the ship would be in the way.
So would that be a no?
Let me check real quick the wording on spiritual weapon. Yeah, you can still do that because it doesn't require line of sight.
Alright. Come on there and hit the dude in the face.
Okay. 16 does hit.
7 force damage.
Force damage to that one. Okay.
Right, and that'll be the end of my turn. But you know, would I technically get an opportunity attack from this guy since I moved over here?
You would. So
But wasn't she like 20 feet above him?
Oh no, yeah, that one's
Oh,
in the
what?
air. Yeah.
Right, never mind.
It's hard with the lack of 3D map, but so ending Freak's turn goes to the captain, who is currently being drowned over here.
You could put this one on for the ones who are in the air, just so we know.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Limited tech support.
Leaves that.
Yeah.
That one's not in the
Idea or
air, though.
another when you DM on your own.
Actually, technically, this is the only one that's in the air right now, so we'll put it. There we go. And Captain is being drowned, but he's gonna make 2 scimitar attacks, both of which hit.
Oh, so drowning breaks the charm? Because I'm drowning?
Oh yeah, he wouldn't get. Yeah, he's still charmed, so he's
Oh,
just
okay.
happily being drowned. Thanks for reminding me.
Yeah, I was
This
really hoping I
guy-
would get a chance to attack.
This guy is also charmed, so he's still just looking out happily. So top of the round goes to Drake.
I'm being drowned. I can't do anything.
Yep, you're just peacefully listening to the melodic music through the waves. Ending your turn goes to the Harpies. The one in front of you, Annie, is gonna make 2 claw attacks.
You
That is is natural 20.
Yeah, that hits.
Second one. So that's 6 plus 8, 12 plus 1. So 13 points of slashing damage for the first, and an 18 for the second.
Oh, that hits still.
That is 6 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Ending her turn. Goes the one by you, Glimmet. It will... Actually, before that one's turn ends, it is going to move up, so you would get an opportunity attack. It's going to fly 40 feet up in the air.
Me opportunity?
You see it reach out and just swing out its claws and then shoots up with its wings. So that does hit.
Hmm.
7 points of bludgeoning to that one. The one next to you, Glimmet, is going to do the same. It'll make 2 claw attacks against you. That's a 21 to hit.
Yep.
And the second attack misses with a natural 2. You take 6 points of slashing damage. And again, it's going to fly up in the air 40 feet.
Opportunity attack.
Damn, so close.
12 does hit.
Oh,
They are not armored in any way, so they are actually pretty easy to hit.
Hmm.
8 points to that one. Ending that one's turn goes to this one here. It's gonna leap down and grab this guy. Since he is still charmed, it's an automatic fail. You would be able to get an opportunity attack, Creek, as it swings past.
Still an unactivated battle plan.
Yeah,
21 to
so
hit.
do it on your turn. 21 does hit.
12 bludgeoning damage.
12 bludgeoning to that one. As it swings by and just you see the talons grip into the guy's shoulders. You swing and you hit it on the leg and you see it falls down in the water with him. And its turn goes to the one that is engaged with you, Pierre. It will make 2 claw attacks against you. That's a miss. And then a 17 to hit.
I will use cutting words.
Okay. What do you say for your cutting words?
You can certainly hold a tune, but it falls flat at some point, sir.
Okay. I believe it's a
You're
D.
being drowned though.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
still works, but I think it's a
That would be-
D6 at your level.
Yeah. Check.
So that makes it a 15.
That is still a hit.
Okay. So you take 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Technically that was with its club instead of its claws. And then it goes... Actually, for its turn, it is going to fly up as well.
So I'm no longer grappled.
You are no longer grappled. You see
Would I
it...
get an opportunity attack?
You just use your reaction for cutting words.
Oh, fair enough.
Then it goes to this one here that is still drowning the captain. It is going to make its attacks against him. That actually misses for the first, and a natural 20 for the second. That's the third one today. But I did roll minimum damage, so balances out. 3 points to him. And then it goes to your turn, Glimmet.
I'm going to cast a firebolt at the one near me that just flew up.
Okay.
I didn't get a turn yet, though.
Hasn't gotten to your turn yet.
22 on initiative?
You got 22?
Yeah.
Oh, I must have misread yours. Sorry. I had you low on the list. Let me move you
Yeah,
up
I
here real
can,
quick.
and I can just do my turn and then
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
well,
can go down.
sorry.
22 to hit.
22 does hit.
13 fire damage.
13 fires at that one. So you see it shoot up, and you see the wings kind of shoot out, and some of the feathers fall to the ground as they start to burn. Looking
Then
pretty
I'm
rough.
going to Then I'm going to move in over here. Just so it might be harder for them to grab me.
Okay.
If
Uh,
you never know.
Yeah.
And that would be my turn.
and ending your turn goes to Pierre's turn.
So I would swim here and then try and get back on top of the deck.
Okay. I'll say go ahead and make an athletics check to try and climb up the side of the ship.
Okay.
I mean, this boat is still partially moving, so you're trying to kind of like find a good place to grab onto, and there you can't really find a good foothold, so you're just kind of holding on to the ship itself.
Then I would do vicious mockery on this one.
Okay.
I do want to eat you, but I'm not sure if I should cook you first.
Okay. And that's a wisdom save, I believe.
Yeah. Let me just do the thing.
It rolled a natural 20 for its save.
Yeah.
Out of 4 natural 20s today, man. I should play more sick. I should play sick more often. Apparently, I have better luck that way.
Or just use more harpies.
Okay, ending Pierre's turn, which I got him refixed in initiative, goes to Annie's turn.
Great. And she's going to guiding bolt this one.
It would be at disadvantage. Oh no, it's not. Never mind. I was gonna say it's at disadvantage since melee, but it's in the air 40 feet, so it's normal.
Lady flies 17.
That does hit.
Yes. Yo.
Damn.
Damn, girl.
So you see this bolt of radiant energy shoot from Annie's hand and shoots through the air, and you see it actually hit it, almost knocking it from the air as it tries to correct itself. Looking pretty hurt.
Oh, which
And
one
next
has to
strike
be?
against it.
Oh, which one has to be charmed, by the way?
That would be the matriarch.
Oh, okay.
This one down here.
Okay.
But the one you just hit now has advantage on the next strike against it.
Haha. Then. Okay, I'm going to bonus action cast Searing Smite on my Warhammer.
You can only do one spell per turn.
What? Oh, it's a first level shit.
Yeah.
Then. That's all I can do. I'm going to move back, and that's it.
Okay. Ending your turn goes to the matriarch, who is still. Where did she go?
She's under me.
That's right. Yeah, so that's the one that has you charmed.
Yeah.
So she. Well. Still alive, so she's gonna keep going after you. So that is a natural 20 again. Fuck. So you
Note
take.
to self: ensure that Steve is very well before every session.
So that is 11 points of slashing damage for the first strike. And with her club. Holy shit! I just rolled another natural 20.
Ooh.
What the fuck?
Okay, go on.
So that is 7 points of bludgeoning damage as she hits you then with the club. And
At least wasn't yesterday.
Yeah. And she will use her movement to fly up 40 feet. She's actually going to head above you, Creek, down this way. She's going to fly to where it would not provoke opportunity attacks, though. So she's actually should be close to about 30 feet. And in her turn, goes to your turn, Creek.
You're muted again, by the way.
So high up, how far away is she?
She's
Like-
from your position. She's actually she would be like 10 feet.
Alright, so I'm gonna use my coiling grasp on her.
Okay,
Oh, nice.
that does hit.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no,
Alright.
it's a strength save. That's right.
Yeah.
Does not have great strength. It's a natural 19. So you reach out
Oh,
and you
but-
see these.
Yeah.
uh,
To take
black-
4 damage off that, I made a mistake. It's just the 3d6, not +4. It's just
Oh.
12 damage.
Do they still take damage if they make the save?
I'm not. I think it doesn't not specifically say what happens if they make the save. It just says if they fail, they take
Yeah.
3d6 damage and bludgeoning, or and get grappled.
Let me pull it up real quick here and make sure.
But she succeeds the save though, does she?
Yeah. Let's see. Gain strength save or take 3d6 force damage and be grappled by you. Yeah. So they would not take it if they succeed.
Um.
So you see these kind of black and amber spectral tentacles shoot from your arm and reach towards it, but she manages to get out of the way as they kind of try and wrap around her.
Is she within 20 feet of the pan, or can be too far
Uh,
down?
Yeah, it's too far down since you used it to hit that one.
All right. So
You could get it like 10 feet away from her current position.
I'm just gonna use it to hit this guy again.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'm gonna move it over here to hit this guy.
Okay.
Point to hit.
That does hit.
6 force damage.
6 force damage to that one. As you bring the spiritual pan out and bring it up to hit against that one, you hear a loud clank as it hits into the water, kind of knocking her loose. Anything else on your turn?
I don't think so. No.
Okay. Both the guys are still charmed, so they can't do anything. So, top of the round goes to Drake.
So I'm no longer drowning.
Correct. Yeah, you natural buoyancy would kind of pull you out of the water.
Okay. But I'm still charmed though.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're just kind of floating there, listening to the music.
Okay, I'm gonna
have a
attempt
nice
to at
winter night.
least climb back and get back to her.
Since you're incapacitated, technically, let me check real quick.
I thought it was just you can take actions, but you can still move.
Yeah, I was
You
gonna
can't
say, I think
take attack or reactions. Yeah.
yeah, we'll say you can still do that.
Okay.
So, I'll say make an athletics check to climb up the side of the boat.
Does the fact that I have athlete feet give me advantage on that, or?
Oh yeah, you have athlete feet.
Yeah.
You have the feet of an athlete.
Hmm.
Let's see, I'm just double checking as
disappointed.
far as climbing. Doesn't have your speed. And
I can make a running long jump or a high jump after moving only 5 feet. So you tell me.
yeah, I wouldn't say it gives you advantage, but it will still allow you to get pretty much up all the way to the top of the boat without too much of an issue.
So should I roll athletics then, or no?
Yeah, still roll athletics, so it'd just be a straight roll though.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you're deft enough. You kind of find some nice footholds and dig your claws in and make your way to the top of the ship. That would eat up 25 feet of your movement, so you still have the remainder.
And yeah, I'm just gonna look up at her and say, "Where are you going? Come back!"
We're having so much fun.
And in your turn goes to Pierre. Your turn.
I'm going to try and get back on top of the deck again.
Okay, go ahead and make an athletics check.
Huh.
You get like halfway up the side of the boat. What's your movement?
30 feet.
30 feet. Okay, so you're like 10 feet from the top deck.
Okay. Okay. Um, can I? But I only see these two, right?
Yeah. You see those two and a large spiritual pan.
Okay. Um. Okay. I'm going to. Uh, I'm going to cast suggestion on this one
Okay.
and tell her maybe you could get me on top of the deck and then perhaps protect me from incursions by your friend.
Okay. And what type of save is that?
It is a
Wisdom, I
wisdom
believe.
saving throw.
Okay. Check. That's a 10. So I believe that fails.
Yeah, my DC is 15.
So as you are kind of still holding onto the boat, you see that one starting to fly up about 40 feet, and it kind of looks down at you and starts to make its way towards you. Uh, Anything else on your turn?
Um, no, uh, no, that's it.
Okay. Goes to this one that was engaged with you, Annie. It is. Since you hit it, it's going to fly back down and make 2 strikes against you. That is a 8 to hit, which I believe misses.
Miss. Yeah.
Then it swings at you with its club and misses again.
Ooh.
So you manage to just bring your weapon up and kind of bat it away as it tries to swing and pull towards you. It's going to fly back up, so you do get a reaction shot against it if you want.
Here, sweetie.
At advantage, right, though? Because she's got guiding bolt.
Yep.
Oh. Oh. I don't need that.
Yep,
It's
that does
okay.
hit though.
Fantastic. 10.
10 points at that one. Looking real rough as you see it swing down. You just take the warhammer and you right in the abdomen. You just see it, and you just hear as it's still trying to sing. You just hear. Ending at one's turn goes to the one with you, Glimmet. It's gonna attempt to do the same with you. It's just gonna swing down with its claws. That's a 9 to hit, which misses. And a 19 to hit, which I believe hits you. Are you there? Okay.
Yeah, it hits.
Okay, that is 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
I don't know why it just stopped taking my voice, picking up my voice.
Discord's funny. Ending that one's. Well, it's actually going to fly back up as well, so it would be right here. So now it's about 30 feet above you. You would get a reaction shot as well if you wanted.
It into it.
That does hit. 8 piercing to that one. Ending that one's turn. Goes to this one here. Oh no, that's the major egg, so it goes this one here. It is still engaged with the captain, so it is going to attack him. That's a miss. And a hit. Dealing 5 to him, so that does kill him.
No.
So, yeah, Creek, you can see over the side as this one is just beating with its club in hand and claws, just digging in, and you start to see the blood turn red as the captain's body just as it flies back up into the air. Now, it'd be 15 feet above you. And that one goes to the one that is charmed by Pierre. That makes more sense. So it is going to use its movement to come pick you up and drops you on the top of the ship. Since you're willing, it is easy enough for it to do. And now it's just kind of floating by your side.
Oh, thank you, darling. That means so much.
No problem.
Uh.
And its turn goes to this one that's with the other guy. It's going to continue to try and drown him. That does not hit for the first. Does hit for the second. He's looking pretty rough at this point, as you can just hear the sounds of him getting wailed on. Ending that one's turn goes to your turn, Glimmet.
Right, I'm going to shoot a firebolt at the one that I'm fighting.
Okay.
20 to hit.
20 does hit.
Fire damage.
12 fire damage to that one. So as you shoot the firebolt up, as it can swung back down, you see it shoots into the back of the creature, and the tarred, feathery wings kind of catch fire as it falls to the ground in front of you. That one is dead.
That would be my turn.
Okay. And in Glimmet's turn goes to your turn, Eddie.
Cool. I'm going to guiding bolt once more.
At advantage.
No, because it's only the one time
Only
use.
one time? Okay.
Right.
Yeah, but that just hits, so.
Well, thank God.
12 points to that one. Oh yeah, so with that same radiant energy, you shoot up and you see it kind of envelops the entire creature as it falls in front of you as well. You actually have to dodge out of the way as the corpse just crashes in.
Fantastic. Do I go for this one? Does this one look friendly to me right now?
You saw it pull up Pierre by the shoulders and is now just kind of standing by him. Kind of still slightly hovering off the ground.
She doesn't seem hostile.
Not exceptionally.
Alright. I make my way over here. And that's it.
Okay. Just clarify, those are the stairs that go down.
Oh, shoot. I am here.
Okay. You have to kind of step over the other corpse, but you get to there. Ending your turn. And goes to the matriarch's turn. So 2 of her friends go down. Yeah, she's gonna keep fighting. So she will reach down and try and grab towards you. She'll actually go for you, Creek, since you're a bit bigger. So that
Can I resist
is,
at all, or is it just?
as far as the song, you've already resisted that, yeah.
I don't mean like the getting pulled off or thrown away.
Well, she's not gonna try and pull you off. She's just gonna make
Oh.
2 attacks against you.
I thought she was going to try to throw me overboard. Sink like a rock.
That is a 23 to hit for the first.
That's a hit.
You take 11 points of slashing damage.
Can I cutting words that?
You can.
So I will make the attack first. Cutting words.
So that makes it a 19 to hit.
That's also a hit.
So That was her first strike, and then second is a 21 to hit.
That's also a hit.
So you take 14 points of slashing damage on that one. As you see both her claws just starting to kind of dig into you, she's trying to push you towards the other side. Ending her turn. Well, actually, there's a 20. Yeah, she's going to use the rest of her movement to go up, so you can get an opportunity attack against her.
Alright. You.
Nice.
Oh.
Okay, that's 15 damage then.
15
bludgeoning.
bludgeoning.
Oh, so I love how I rolled minimum on both fire damage.
Very impressive.
Yep.
Mhm.
So as she reaches down and kind of starts backing away, you just bring the pan up and knock against her feet, and you almost take her out of the air. But she is now about 20 feet above you. Ending her turn goes to your turn, Creek.
Alright, bonus action, smack dude with spirit pan.
Okay.
Yo.
Oh.
Yeah, that's 16 force damage.
16 to that one.
You're so lucky that the 5 was the one who got first. Really.
And just cast a sacred flame on this one.
Okay. Dex save 14 for her.
Mhm.
13, so just missed it, so she does take the damage.
Which would that knock Drake out of the what you call it, the charm?
It does not. Yeah. But she does
Yeah.
take the 8 radiant damage.
Mhm.
Okay. Anything else on your turn?
I'll probably move over here. That's about it though.
Okay. Ending your turn goes to the pirate, who is still incapacitated, currently drowning. Goes top of the round to Drake.
I'm
Just
still
imagining
charmed,
that the boat is still standing still, or is it floating down the river still?
It's still it's slowed down a lot since the sails are destroyed and there's no one at the helm. But yeah, it is still slightly moving.
The pan is driving the ship.
Yep.
I have no
Well,
idea where that
one
came
of them.
so.
Let me delete that real quick, just
Thank
to
you.
avoid confusion.
It'd be terrifying though if you could have 2 spiritual weapons.
Trying to think if that would technically be possible.
Little-
Sorcerer. No, it wouldn't, because they have to target a thing.
But
Oh, yeah,
it would be
technically
concentration spell. Can you concentrate on 2 at the same time?
it's not a concentration spell.
Ah, fair enough.
It seems like it should be, but it's not.
Well, technically, twin spell would work because the only limitation is that it can only is it the
It has to
spell
be
must
something
target.
that targets as something.
Yeah. Well, it does target as like attack roll.
Not exactly what they mean, though.
I was hoping.
Yeah. But yeah, Drake, you're still incapacitated at the moment. So goes to Pierre. Your turn.
If I go up on the top deck here, can I see the 3 of them?
Yeah, you can.
I cast Bane.
Okay. Who are you casting Bane on?
This one, and this one.
Yeah, that's the 3 remaining evil harpies.
Okay. Oh yeah, these 2 are dead, so let me remove them from initiative real quick while I'm thinking about it. So that is a wisdom save. It's a failure. It's a failure. And natural 1, so that's 3 failures.
Nice.
So
Sweet.
they're all baned.
And then as a bonus action, I inspire Creek by going, the metal man cometh and will make you splat all over the place.
Okay, so that is a D6 that you can add to any ability check or attack roll, I believe.
Cool.
That lasts for 10 minutes, if memory serves, as well. So,
Yeah.
Nice.
okay. So you have that creek. Ending Pierre's turn. Goes to this harpy. Yeah, her friend is dead, so she's just going to. Well. Yeah, she got what she came for, so she's gonna fly off this way with the body. So you just see off in the distance, underneath the talons of the claws, the corpse of the captain just being carried off. Ending her turn, goes to the one that you have charmed. It's going to continue to try and protect you. So it's just going to move up to here and hold its action. And this one down here is going to make their attacks against the other guy. Just misses. Just misses. So still trying to kill that guy. Goes to your turn, Glimmet.
Right, so I'm going to look towards the leader of the harpies and shoot a firebolt at it.
Okay.
12 to hit.
12 does hit.
Oh wow. 3 damage.
3 fire damage to that one. Okay. Starting to look hurt.
Alright, that would be my turn.
Okay. Ending Glimmet's turn, goes to your turn, Annie.
Stepping over the corpse. Mm. Actually, I'm gonna walk right past, and I want to use my warhammer.
She's in the
Okay.
sky.
Yeah, she's about 20 feet up.
Fine. Guarding bolts then. Friggin'
10 just misses. Actually, yeah, more than just misses, but yeah, still misses.
More than just okay. I cannot do anything else. So yeah, I'm gonna just wait down here with my warhammer.
Okay. Ending your turn, it goes to her turn. She is going to fly down and make a grapple attack against you, Drake. With a minus D4.
I mean,
Well,
I fail
actually,
either way.
yeah, I was about to say you're still charmed, so yeah, it's not a fail. So you see her pick up Drake by the shoulders and start flying into the air, so you would get an opportunity attack, Annie.
Fantastic.
I also get one.
Yeah.
You're technically too far away because she's going to be flying like right above where Drake's at.
That's right then.
Yeah. But that does hit.
Explosion damage.
6 bludgeoning damage. Okay. So with how far up she was, she's about 5 feet off the ground as you swing in with your warhammer, knocking against her. Ending her turn. Yeah, because that was her action. She is continuing to sing. So ending her turn goes to your turn, Creek.
Alright, so. She's like high up, but she's quite high up, isn't she?
She's only about 5 feet up right now.
5 feet up.
Yeah.
Alright. Bonus action, hit dude with Spirit Pan.
Okay.
A 19 to hit.
19 does hit.
9 force damage.
9 force damage. Okay.
And as my action, I'll do Coiling Grasp on this one.
Okay. That's a strength save on her part.
Mm-hmm.
14 DC. Rolled natural 19.
Damn.
Yep.
Alright, that's the end of my turn. Actually, I'll move forward, but yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Yeah, even
Okay.
with a -4, yeah, she makes it.
Okay. Ending Creek's turn. Goes to the pirate, who is still in the water, still alive, but still charmed, so. Then it goes to Drake's turn, who still incapacitated. So it goes to your turn, Pierre.
I will. So because this one is kind of protecting me from the others, she would be looking away from me, right?
Yeah, she's got her back towards you and is looking towards kind of just protecting you and currently just waiting for anything to get close to you.
Okay. So then, would I be flanking her?
Technically, yeah.
Okay. Then I just kind of take out the rapier and I just kind of like step in close to her, almost to give her a hug and like, "Thank you, darling." And I just slide the rapier in between her ribs
Okay.
up towards the heart area.
I'll say make an attack at advantage. Double checking, see if with suggestion.
This would remove the charm.
Yeah, I was just making sure on that. So that does hit. Seven points to that one. That's exactly what it had. It's first hit points. Oh wait, no, that's the other one. My bad. So that one is still alive. But yeah, you bring up the rapier and you see it sink into where the kidney would be, and you pokes through. Looks like she's very upset about that as she turns around. Hey.
And then, as a bonus action, I will inspire Annie and say, "You look dressed to kill. Just use your magic to do the same."
Just from my booking, also, how many bardic
That
inspirations
would
do you
be
have
my
left?
last bardic inspiration.
Okay, that's what I thought. Just want to make sure. Okay. Anything else on your turn?
No, I'd stay where I am.
Okay. Ending your turn goes to this one, who's going to continue to fly off into distance with the captain. So that one's effectively out of combat now. And then it goes to the one that you just stabbed. It is going to turn around and attack you since you just stabbed it.
Ooh, feisty.
So that is a 9 to hit, which I believe misses,
Miss.
and 22 to hit.
That hits.
So you take 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then it goes to this one down here, which is gonna again try and just kill this other guy who seems to refuse to die. Okay. Now he's dead. He was at 2 hit points for the longest time.
Oh.
So you just hear a loud "Ah!" as he falls beneath the waters. And ending her turn goes to Glimmet. Your turn.
I'm going to keep doing what I have been doing and shoot a firebolt at the harpy leader.
Okay.
18 to hit.
That does it.
8 damage.
8 fire damage to her. Starting to look pretty rough. As you see the bolt shoot into one of her wings, and you see it start to singe against the feathers. Anything else on your turn?
And no, that would probably be what I could do.
Okay. And in Glimmet's turn, goes to your turn, A.
I feel like I can't reach her.
With
At-
your height, it's going to be hard. You're still in range, though, technically. She's only about 5 feet up off the air.
Oh, okay, we're gonna try with my short self. Disadvantage, right?
It's
You have inspiration.
yeah, it's not disadvantage, I wouldn't say,
Oh,
because you're not that short. It's just, you know, you can hit kind of towards the leg, so that does hit.
sweet. Oh,
13
13.
bludgeoning. As you bring up the hammer and you just knock against one of the legs that has the shoulders of Drake in them as she's starting to try and take off.
Now, could I cast Searing Smite?
You can. It wouldn't apply to the strike now, though.
Okay, I
You have
just
to
want
do it.
this.
You have to do it beforehand.
Yee.
So the next time you hit a creature with it.
Yeah.
But that is also concentration, just for reference, so put that on you. Anything else on your turn?
No, I'm gonna stay.
Okay. Ending your turn, it goes to her turn. She is going to disengage with Drake in her claws and gets 20 feet. It's over to here. So you see her taking off with Drake off in the distance. That'll be her turn. Goes to your turn, Creek. Are you muted again?
Sorry about that.
You're good.
Can I cast Hold Person on her?
She would still. What's the range on that actually? 60 feet?
Yeah, 60 feet.
Let's see here. Yeah, you're still in range.
Alright, cast Hold Person. That's a Wisdom saving throw with a DC of 14.
Roll a natural 18. So, unfortunately, she continues to move forward. Anything as far as bonus action?
Hits dude with pan.
Okay,
15 to hit.
that does hit.
7 force damage.
That was her exact amount of hit points left, so she's no longer there.
Mhm.
So it's, which is funny because that guy just died from her. So as soon as he dies, he dies. So you just hear her fall into the water. Anything else on your turn?
Don't think I can really do anything else.
Okay. Drake, once again, you're incapacitated. You just feel and hear that song above you as you're floating away.
I can fly.
Butterflies in the sky. I can go twice as high. Goes to Pierre's turn.
Yeah, we'll scoot around to that side,
She does
and
get up.
then
Oh no, you're still in range.
yeah, still in range. So, and would the matriarch be 30 feet away from me?
She is about 10 feet in the air from your current position. Yeah, she's like 25 feet away.
Okay, I'll cast suggestion on her. And just tell her to bring our scaredy friend back to the ship. And why don't you just hang out with us for a bit?
Okay. That's wisdom 15. Natural 9, so she fails. So you see her as she's floating away, kind of just stops in the air, turns back around. Anything else on your turn?
I will No, that's it.
Okay. Ending Pierre's turn, it goes to the one harpy behind you, which technically she would be flanking you now, since you went forward.
Mhm.
And she is going to attack you. Actually, she'll try and grapple you.
Okay.
That is a 8. So I'll make a athletics check.
If I go down, I take you with me.
Oh, 17.
17. So you feel her talons kind of rip into your back as she's trying to kind of pull you away, but you manage to wrench free as she starts to move backwards. You would get an opportunity attack against her.
Oh no. Touchy.
18 does hit. Piercing to her. She's looking pretty rough on her end as well as she starts to fly the other direction off the ship.
Okay.
Ending her turn, goes to your turn, Glimmet.
Right. So seeing that the leader is trying to escape, Glimt's going to shoot after her with a fireball.
Okay.
A 17 to hit.
That does hit.
At 12 fire damage.
12 fire damage. Okay. That does break the suggestion.
Yeah.
So, as she's beginning to start to turn back around and fly, you just see bolt of fire right into her face as it kind of shakes it off.
Oh.
Anything else on your turn?
You're not getting away, you ugly crow.
Okay.
Technically, she wasn't getting away. She was coming back to us.
Glimmet didn't know that.
Yeah.
Then it goes to your turn, Annie.
Jeez, I can't really do anything. I'm gonna.
Would you have a
Hold.
crossbow?
Me?
Hmm.
Oh wait, I do have a crossbow. Can I pull it?
It'd be
Can
a
I
bonus
use my
action to change
crossbow?
weapons.
Yeah, that's fine. I will pull out my light crossbow and I will take aim. She's coming back, right?
She stopped in the air, and then started to turn back around.
Nice. Fire. Ha!
You have a inspiration.
No.
Yeah, that will help, I think, in this case. But
It's a
Oh.
D6
Okay.
that you can add to the roll.
11?
It's 11, still misses as it goes off into the water.
Well. Alright. Then, yeah, I'd stay put.
Okay.
That was sad.
Ending your turn, goes back to her turn. So she's gonna move another 20 feet off in this direction. So she is now, she's 40 feet away from the boat now, up in the air, with Drake still in tow.
wait, the matriarch is that one.
Oh no, that's the wrong one I grabbed.
No.
So, again, using one eye, harder to see.
No worries.
So she would get, she'd get to about here. Slightly off of there. She can only move 20 feet since she's holding Drake. And her turn goes to your turn, Creek.
Alright, so I'm gonna cast Hold Person again as a 3rd level spell. I could technically do it to 2 people, but there's only 1 person within range, which is her.
Yeah,
Does it increase the DC or no?
Still 14 wisdom save.
Yeah, it's the same DC.
Yeah.
Natural
Right.
5.
Thank God.
So you see as Creek reaches forward with his hand, and you see the wings kind of tighten up as you both immediately fall into the water.
No, my darling, what happened?
And bonus action, move the pan up here. Or a
Okay.
battle pan up here. Or spear pan.
Ending your turn then, unless you want to move.
No, I'm just gonna stay here and concentrate, or keep concentration on the spell.
Drake, I won't say you take any damage from. Well, technically you would take damage from the fall.
Yeah,
So
go on then.
you take 6 points of bludgeoning damage as you just splash into the water with
Ugh.
what's probably a good 200 pounds of harpy on top of you.
And I
No
hold,
swan dive.
and I just I hold on to I hold on to her.
Yeah, just like Jack and Rose at the end of Titanic. Just
Don't leave me.
that will be your turn. Goes to Pierre. Your turn.
I'm going to uh, if I move to the edge where this thing, I would be out of 30 feet, no? Range with that thing.
Of the of that one. Let's see.
Technically, it's 30.
But we are 25 feet above the ground. See, above the water.
Yeah, I would say from your current position, I'd say it's about 40 feet away from you guys.
Okay. Uh, I will jump into the water,
Okay.
and that would get me within 30 feet, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's easy enough to do, just jumping off the edge of the boat.
Quick question: Can I? I mean, okay, this is going to be a retroactive thing. Will I be able to just breathe ice underneath us to make us float?
You can't take actions, and that would be an action.
Oh, okay.
And then I will.
So technically, she's drowning right now.
She's starting to drown, yeah.
Okay. I will just cast a vicious mockery at her.
Okay. It's a wisdom save. Yeah, she fails.
Yeah. Now that you're wet, your feathers no longer look that impressive.
Although she can't move because she's paralyzed. Okay.
I forget what the other effect is with Vicious Mockery. I think
Oh,
they
no.
have disadvantage on the next
You
strike.
have disadvantage.
Oh,
yes.
sorry.
Yeah,
I was thinking. I was thinking Dissonant Whispers. My bad. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. So that was your action. Anything else on your turn?
I've already cast a spell now, so I can't do another spell.
Well, it was a cantrip, so you can do another spell if it's a bonus action.
Oh, cool. Then I'll cast Healing Word on Drake.
Okay. Yeah, he'd be in range, so.
That would have been a weird cock.
If I had a nickel for every time a girl said that to me.
Ha ha! Dangly parts.
DM casts Vicious Mockery on himself. So you have a disadvantage on your next roll.
Anyways, that ends Pierre's turn. That harpy is continuing to fly away, so it's no longer in combat. So it goes to your turn, Gilmet.
Alright, so which one is still in combat? It's
Information right-
that
yeah, the
one
one.
up there.
Yeah, just the one in the water. This one has flown off. With
Right, I'm going to shoot it.
okay.
Would it be with disadvantage though, since it's in the water?
It's incapacitated though, so.
Yes, it's technically paralyzed, so I'd give you advantage.
No, I just thought if it was disadvantage because it could hard to hit in the water.
No, it just landed, so it's still a big enough target that you can see it.
Alright. The 16.
That does hit.
That was so close to a 20.
Oh!
19 fired.
Nice. Near max.
So, how do you want to do this?
Nice.
Chicken soup.
As you
Grilled bird.
as you bring up your hand and you see the bolt of fire energy shoot through the water and it splashes on top of that, knocking the corpse down as it starts to slowly sink. Drake, you are no longer charmed by it since it's dead.
What the what? What? Where am I?
Here!
Come back.
Drake's just questioning his whole life existence.
What the hell just happened?
Come here, my friend. Let's get back on board, huh?
Are we out of combat?
You are now officially out of combat, yes.
Swim, 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 swim.
Yeah. At this point also the boat
Climb.
has stopped moving, so it's a bit easier to get on.
I'm going to sit down and cast Prayer of Healing.
Okay.
I'll do Song of Rest at the same time.
So you're all taking a short rest?
Oh,
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to take the reins.
Yeah, so that's all the crew dead.
Dead or being carried off into the distance, into the night.
Yeah.
What a shame. Oh, I just
So-
realized we have crossbows or
Yep.
ballistas over there.
I wasn't sure if I should say anything, but yeah, that was kind of part of the design of the ship.
Sure, if we were allowed to operate those. I probably want to
What does
drink.
being allowed stop you guys from doing something?
Fair point.
What is the effect of Song of Rest?
Let me pull that up here.
The effect on Harpy song?
Song of Rest. Like the
Yeah,
bard.
the bard.
Second level, you can use soothing music or oration to revitalize your wounded allies during a short rest.
Yep.
You and your friendly allies can hear your performance regain hit points by spending hit dice at the end of the short turn. Each of those creatures get one d6 extra hit points.
Oh,
Trying to check if it uses up your bardic inspiration technically or not.
Doesn't
think it
say.
does.
I don't
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah, doesn't say.
Yeah, I don't think it does either. Yeah. Yeah, so go ahead and roll the d6 for that as well. So you all heal 7 from the Prayer of Healing from Annie, as well as 2 from the Song of Rest from Pierre.
Mhm.
As the ship has now come to a full stop, you see the sails are pretty badly damaged at this point.
Like, do the harpies that are on the boat, do they have anything on them? Or are they just...
As you kind of inspect the bodies, you see they are covered in this kind of viscous, awful smelling rotten tar substance, but you don't see any clothes or anything where they would be stashing anything.
If someone takes the helm of the boat, Glimmet might be able to repair the cloth thingies on the trees on the boat.
Yeah, I'll take charge. Like, would I have any sort of like memories of like how to do this sort of thing?
Yeah, I mean, you're still a sailor, you know the basics of how to run a ship.
Yeah.
You would also know a sailing ship without sails is pretty useless.
Yeah, that's I'm waiting for Gilmet.
So, how are you trying to repair the gashes in the sails limit?
Well, I was planning on shapeshifting and then you at least to climb up, and
Okay.
then so can I do that?
Yeah. Sure.
Ta-da!
So you see Glimmet turn into a massive spider.
Ah shit.
I think you have vision now. Let me try and get that photo.
Yeah, next time I will just give this one vision as well, and I just drag it off the boat.
Yeah, that works.
Whoop. All right, climbing up the mast, and first I see if there is something needed that I can do with just making web rope to maybe repair something.
Considering the damage to it, like these are like 6 feet in length as far as like the gashes at this point, considering they had a pretty much a whole round of just tearing them up.
Yeah.
Uh, so you could try, but it would not catch a lot of wind. You'd be able to.
More like if they have destroyed any ropes or something.
Oh, that didn't do too much to the roping, so most of the ropes are still intact on the ship. Yeah, they very specifically targeted the sails, from what you can tell.
All right, could I try to make like a couple of webbing ropes up and down from the mast, and then you transform back and use them to climb around to cast mend on the sails?
You could. I would say with the damage, it would probably take the entire time of your wild shape to create the webbings, as well as the mending cantrip is gonna probably, because it can only do a cubic foot at a time.
Yeah.
Uh, so it would take a while for the amount of time it would take. It'd probably take you a good 6 or so hours to do it.
Yeah, that would be fine.
Okay. So as you're slowly repairing the sails on the ship, what are the rest of you doing?
As soon as Glimmet turned into a spider, Pierre would have just gotten a little taken aback and like just hunkered down further into the mast and looks uncomfortable.
Okay.
I'm just gonna
Well,
walk
Is
up
there any other
to
damage to the ship?
the creek and go,
Oh, go on.
"What did I do?"
you didn't do
Stupid.
much, my friend.
You pulled the creek. You're useless the entire fight.
Ah, fantastic.
Yeah, it's my trademark.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to
Who
use
went
the
I?
loo. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah,
say
you
we
will.
can take a break there actually,
All right.
Yeah.
because I need to blow my nose.
I definitely need the ranged option.
Yeah.
Steve, could I have we kind of retcon one thing? I would have, Osaya would have definitely passed on her boots of expeditious retreat to Drake.
Are those an attunement? Are those attunement?
No,
Are they not? Let me check real quick. No, they're not. Yeah, sure, I'll allow that.
and like I would have also
Don't push your
purchased.
luck.
Haha, that's fine. No, this is not for Osaya. This thing. This is as PR.
Okay.
When
Sorry.
when he bought the studded leather, he would have also bought a longbow.
Okay. Longbow, sort of cost. Let me look here. I would say that would have cost you 55 gold.
Oh, then I don't have that much money.
Okay. Yeah. Bows are expensive.
Hmm.
So is all the NPCs on the boat dead?
Yeah.
Well,
Or
maybe we can sell the boat.
Oh dear.
Mm.
Who does it belong to? Do I see any like insignia on the sides of the boat?
the name of the ship itself was the excuse me, was the Silver Trout.
Silver trout.
Yep.
The logbook says belong to Strahd from Sarwich.
Can I get the item information for the boost of expeditious retreat?
Yeah. Give me 1 second to pull it up.
Yeah. So add that to my sheet.
Yeah. Bear in mind also it is a concentration spell to cast Expeditious Retreat.
Right.
Is Morgan back?
You.
Okay. Just make sure everybody's back. So, as you guys continue your rest, as Limit in spider form is doing his best to repair the sails of the ship. You were looking around to see if anyone owned the ship or find any information about that. Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, we can look for their manifest and everything.
Okay. You do find a ship manifest underneath. It was just a two-man operation. From the information you gathered from previously speaking to the captain, it was the same person who got carried off, who was the owner of the ship. And underneath the ship itself, as far as the stocks, you find 2 weeks worth of rations, as well as 2 barrels of ale. There
I'm
are
sure Annie's happy.
yeah, there are 4 rowboats as well in the ship.
That should work.
You do also find up here where the hammocks, where you guys would have been sleeping. Other than that, do you go through the personal quarters as well?
May as well. It's our ship
Okay.
now. What is it? Mariner's rights? No. What is it called?
Maritime law.
Salvage.
So is it salvage? Okay, yeah. So salvage's rights.
Grave robbing is also the term, but
They didn't die here. They died off the ship.
it's a watery grave, but still.
Opportunistic takeover.
Yeah.
Exactly. And
You
use keepers.
find- Basically, yeah. You do find in the dining area over here, through the desk, that's where you find the manifest itself, as well as some ink and paper underneath. In the bedroom, you find a couple sets of common clothes, nothing too fancy, as well as 100 gold in gold pieces. From what you gather, this is probably not a super well-off ship. This is a
Should I add that to the bank then?
I'll do. Done.
Now that Osiris gone, we need an official banker.
Yeah. Before last game, I sat down and I just edited everything, made it look pretty.
Yeah. Nice. So you're sure you're now the banker?
I can be banker. Yeah.
You're the banker in Monopoly. Most powerful person alive.
Yeah, if it comes to Monopoly, I would probably not think that we should let him take it because it's supposed to make the other people bankrupt.
also just for reference.
I am benevolent.
Yeah.
Also, just for reference, you find 20 ballista bolts in this chest up top.
Nice.
No.
Steal the bullets.
might be worth loading the guns at this point.
Yeah, well, might not be because there's rowboats, so we can use that to get to the place.
That's even scarier because there's less place to fight on a
Oh.
rowboat.
Yeah, we can have 3 rowboats.
I mean, either way, I still think we should load up the ballistas anyway.
Yeah.
And like Limit said, once we hit port, we can sell the boat.
Well, will we be able to use this boat though? Is it saleable?
I mean,
Not currently, but
after Limit fixes it, yeah.
Is Coleman able to fix it?
He's trying.
We don't know yet.
Ooh, he's trying.
Could I like help? Because I have the mending cantrip as well.
yeah, I'll say with your background as well, if you want to spend the time, that'll cut down to about 3 hours for you guys to repair the sails.
All right, I'll do that then.
Is this the captain's room?
The bedroom.
Can I go through and look and see if he had some family?
Going through, there's not a lot there from what you can see. There's only the small chest at the end of the bed there, which is where you found the common clothes and the gold. There's no, I guess the only thing you could really go through would be the manifest, and that's mostly just ship's logs. It doesn't make any mention of family or anything like that.
The other just like shrugs eloquently and goes back up to the top. And he's playing music.
So you make your way back up to the top. Are you guys gonna do anything else in that time frame?
Drinking.
Easy enough. You now have multiple barrels worth and your flask.
You are not a proper dwarf unless you have a drinking issue.
Mhm.
No, and plus, I mean, it's okay. So that little flagon you made, or little big flagon, what's special about it other than it's a big flagon?
Just made it because I didn't have one.
Ah, okay.
Do you want me to make you one?
No, I'm alright. I can just. I'm sure. I'm sure there are some steins on board.
All right.
Are there steins on board?
There's a few.
Yeah. I'll take a swig. I'll dip my stein in with some ale.
Okay. Easy enough to get a drink in. As you guys
To nearly
continue.
dying again. Cheers.
Mm-hmm. Yet another day. We're close but not completely dead.
Same shit, different day. Let's go.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Steve. You were saying.
Yeah, sorry. As you guys continue to repair the sails and get everything ready for that, who's helming the ship?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. You'd have navigator's tools with your background still, so I'll say go ahead and make a tools check for that. That'd be basically your intelligence plus proficiency.
Alright. 15?
15. Not bad. So, you know which direction south is. So, you continue to
I
head
see.
south. You have enough sense and knowledge with your tools to make your way further downwards towards Errol. You guys continue the journey through the night. Are all you resting for the rest of the night? Because it was about 2 in the morning when all this happened.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
definitely get on.
Would I be able to rest while I'm helming the ship?
No, that would take your full attention to helm the ship.
That's alright.
Okay. Unless you
I
want to
would
have somebody take over duty
I
for
would
you.
I would have introduced myself to Annie Oak.
Oh yeah, I didn't get to meet him.
Yeah, you were too busy drinking.
I was too busy making my flask. Leave me alone.
Drinking, yeah, drinking.
Well, dwarf lady, you seem rather potent.
Oh, I suppose.
It is a great pleasure to meet you. I am called Pierre Arenden.
I see. Well, I am Annie Oak, your humble dwarf.
Sure.
With a drinking problem.
Mm-hmm.
I smack y'all with the warhammer, dead ass.
Okay, then come at me, bro. Who did you smack? You smack Drake or me?
I'm fast asleep.
Drake is talking in his sleep.
Yeah, fine.
Drinking problem.
Drake is sarcastic. Chick is sarcastic even in his sleep.
Drinking problem. Dwarf.
Wait, is there a crow's nest on this ship?
Yeah.
I want to try going up there and resting.
Okay.
Stay far away from everyone else.
Yeah.
That's a
Easy
weird
enough,
thing
you're
to
able
do.
to climb to the top, and you can see for a good distance the coast off in the distance as well. As you, it's not super comfortable, but you find a nice resting place up there.
Cool.
And do any of you
But still a
do?
spider?
You would have, yeah. At this point, you would have dropped your spider form. But as you're continuing the journey down, since you're the only one helming the ship, Creek, go ahead and make a perception check as well.
Alright.
Yo.
Your boy.
Can
As
you
you-
just give me vision back again?
Yeah. So as you continue the journey downwards south towards Errol, you see what appears to be the city. With the map you have as well, you're able to kind of piece together there aren't any other major cities that lie along the coast of the Great Devon Lake. So you continue downwards towards Errol itself, seeing the lights in the early morning. You do take notice of what appears to be a relatively large island that sits off the coast about a mile or so from Errol as you all arrive. You see a couple different fishing ships kind of going in and out of the coast itself as well. This early in the morning, you know this is usually going to be the time that most people are out doing the majority of commercial fishing.
Yeah.
As you all arrive in Errol.
Nice.
So as you bring the ship into harbor, you see Docksmith currently waving you in. Hey there, what's your business?
Boat.
We just handed the manifest.
Alright.
Yeah, the captain was attacked during the night, and the rest of the crew.
You, because this manifest shows only 2 crewmen. Who are the rest of you?
Oh, we were passengers.
Oh,
We were passengers on the way to Europe, and unfortunately, the crew seemed to take a rather long swim with the fishes.
And we point to the corpses of the 2 harpies on the deck.
We were attacked.
oh my. Oh, that's unfortunate. Don't you know who the boat belonged to? Outside of that? Any family?
No, just
Don't-
the captain that got
I
taken away.
I did look. He seemed to be a single person.
Well, not much to be done then.
Quick question,
Can
old
we
man.
perhaps?
Can we?
ahead.
Are you in market for a ship?
Me personally, no.
Do you know
But-
someone who might be?
No, it doesn't really belong to anyone now at this point, so
Would it belong to us since we helmed it through the night?
make a persuasion check.
Damn.
I
Oh.
Oh dear.
Wow.
That's usually not how the law works, so we'll send this information off to the sheriff and they'll decide what to do with the property.
Alright. Do you know if there was a carnival that arrived in town recently?
No, we don't know
No.
of any carnival coming through.
I turn to the others. They probably haven't arrived yet.
Okay. Well, I mean, I suppose the thing to do is find lodging in town.
Yeah, probably.
So you
would
go.
you mind if I accompanied you?
Sure, go ahead.
Oh, you're gonna nothing better to do? Yeah, sure. We can talk. I mean, are you looking for employment or are you just faffing?
I am
We're fine with
merely
both.
traveling. I am merely traveling around, but you seem to have many encounters. Encounters are always some of the paths towards finding good stories.
Well, I mean, we always talk to Nathaniel about hiring you and Annie, I suppose.
I'm sure you wouldn't mind, especially since we're down to 2 other
Yeah.
members.
Yeah. Sure, why not? Yeah, come join us.
Oh, thank you.
Join us. Become
One
one.
of us. One of
Oh
us.
no.
You are slightly odd, but I like that. I do.
Slightly. What?
Yeah. What do you mean?
Very odd. What are you talking about?
Yeah, Glimmet isn't odd. Glimmet is as he always been.
Yes, odd.
This is Glimmet's natural state of being.
This only makes it more promising, huh?
By the way, okay, so again, so coming back to outer game situation, so Glimmet did something in the forest. What did he do? Or do we not, or can we not yet know?
You will know later on.
Okay, fine.
Oh dear.
Because
I'm
at the
actually
end
looking
of
forward to
session 23, Steve rolled something. He's like, oh no. So I'm like, oh Jesus, what happened?
Limit
I'm sure it'll
happens.
come up.
That's what happened.
We have another bounty on our heads.
Well,
Okay, a second child has been turned inside out.
Oh god.
yeah, just you know,
That has
just
actually not happened. They have exploded and they have imploded, but they have never been turned inside out.
Oh yeah, exploded then. That's what I meant. Oh, I'm sorry for my lack of memory about your many war crimes.
I feel like somebody got turned inside out at one point.
I'm sure somebody
like a-
did.
I
Yeah,
feel like that
we
happened.
may not know about it, but someone probably did.
Yeah.
Mhm. Wait, do you think we'll still be hired by Nathaniel, considering?
Well,
What
I
happened?
mean, they bolted
Well, we
in the
technically weren't
middle
on
of
the job.
yeah, and we had a day off, so
Yeah,
they kind of left without telling us.
yeah. We should probably work out like an official contract of when we are and are off the job, so that we have those like bylaws to go up. Sorry, you can't fire us for that reason.
Yeah.
We need to create a what you call it a union, a workers union.
a union.
Yes,
Trying to
establish a
unionize a
workers union.
carnival.
Yes,
The Carney
we
Union.
we have rights. Damn it.
Okay, so
Union
head
for
in-
odd workers.
Yeah. So should we go find an inn or something?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. So you go into town looking for an inn?
Yeah, at least a place to crash for. Well, not crash, but
Yeah,
at
till
least to
till the
for a bit.
carnival arrives.
And
Okay.
maybe go talk to the sheriff as well for some work while we're waiting.
Okay.
Yarp.
So you make your way into town. Easy enough to find an inn as you first approach. You actually come across a small inn and tavern that's close to the docks called the Golden Fox. As you enter, excuse me, you see a older female human currently working behind the bar itself. Can I help you?
Hello, just got into town. How much are your rooms?
Current rates 10 gold apiece.
10 gold. Huh?
It's steep, but okay.
Yeah.
How many of us are there? 1, 2, 3, 5 of us, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Would you have room for 5 of us here?
They should, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So how many rooms would we need? 1 each, or?
Well, one each means 50 gold a night. So.
Yeah. So what do you want? I mean, do you have big rooms? Do you have rooms to share?
We've got a few 2 bedrooms, yeah.
So
I don't mind sharing with anyone.
okay. So we'll take what? 2 rooms?
I think there's any other inns in town? Because this place does seem pretty expensive. Especially compared to the last place we were at.
Are we having this conversation out loud?
As like whisper to someone, like the rest of the party. Should we go check somewhere else?
Maybe we should get some food at least.
Mm.
Yeah, let's do that. Okay, fine. Madam, would you have food and drink here? I'm assuming.
We do. Comes with the rooms. You can buy it separate as well, of course.
Oh, Annie, did you bring one of the casks? Did you bring like your cask off the ship?
I did.
You're still just
Oh, I'm
carrying
still
a cask. Just this, like hugging a cask we're in town.
And while you're carrying a corpse and a fire giant head.
Oh yeah, can I like cover up the fire giant head?
Why are you carrying that with you? Leave it on the boat.
No, we're not
boat's
going
go-
back to the boat.
Plus, the boat's
Boat's
going to get
ours.
confiscated as well, so.
We can leave it in our
Alright,
room.
might
if
as
we get
well.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Would I
you
have
have
enough like?
been getting a good amount of looks from people as you're carrying both of those around with you as well.
Would I have like because like I've like covered up Araphine's body. Will we have enough like cloth to like cover up the giant head or not?
I would say you could have grabbed some from the boat if you wanted to.
Alright.
Is it
Does
big
co-
enough to fit in a barrel? Or small enough?
You could squish it in, yeah. Like it's
How
not
big
gonna
is a
be
barrel?
like
This is
So
getting
one is
more and more and
carrying
more
around a
difficult now.
carpet and one is carrying around a lot of casks.
Yeah, it's like one cask full of alcohol, one cask full of giant head.
I hope we're retconning this.
We probably should retcon most of this, yes.
Sure, I'll allow you to carry around a barrel of Giant's Head.
That and I
So
feel
who's
like
carrying that?
How
should
heavy is
I
it?
carry it?
Could you carry two casks?
No, because if I wanted to carry a barrel that has a giant head,
Mhm.
I think I'd want to leave the cask of ale and just fill up my flask.
Okay. So you leave your cask behind, and because it's gonna weigh probably a good 50 pounds or so for the giant head alone. So
Mhm.
with the barrel on there, it's
Yeah.
a decent amount that you're lugging.
Should I make a check?
You don't have to make a check. With your strength, you can do it easy enough.
Cool.
Yeah, it's just cumbersome more than anything else.
Sweet.
I'm trying to think how this is gonna work out when we get into if we have a combat situation.
Hopefully we don't.
Awkwardly.
Really?
Just please show us everything on your person and inside the barrel.
You sure you want to see what's inside?
Don't
Can we
ask
get?
questions
Can
you
we?
don't want the answer to.
Anyone? Food, drinks.
Yeah, sure.
At this point, Pierre will go up and kind of saunter over to the thing and basically, dear lady, do you have some form of entertainment in here?
Oh,
Yeah.
currently no.
Well, I am a bard. If you would not mind me performing for you, perhaps you could offer us a bit of a discount. I'm trying to persuade her.
Well, let me see what you got first.
Okay.
And if you want to, go ahead and make a performance check.
Yeah, I'll whip out my lyre and just basically moment.
13. Yeah, that's not bad. Tell you what, I'll give you a room for free if you perform here tonight.
Oh,
There's
that
one room.
would be love.
Just his room. The rest you have to pay, of course.
That would be lovely. Thank you.
No problem.
So are we staying here or not?
Yeah, sure. It's just easier.
Okay, so how much for your double rooms?
For double, I'll still give that to you for the 10, since you're performing for us.
Okay, so
Yeah, that works then, yeah.
so 10 per room, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, 20 gold, yeah, sure.
Takes the gold from you. Care for anything to eat?
I'll take that out of the bank. Yeah, what do you have an offer for food?
Well, we've got pies, we've got ale, we've got mutton.
I'll take a mutton and an ale.
Alright,
I would like that as well.
there you go, darling. Hands you the
Third,
ale. Be
the
about 10
third
minutes.
one of that for me as well.
Sure.
Glibbit, are you having anything?
I hope you don't mind if I eat first before I start performing.
By all means.
Limit still has his fish.
Ah,
So you, in the middle of the inn, just start digging into one of the fish you brought with you.
It's not even cooking it, just like tearing it in pieces.
Yeah, raw fish is very healthy.
It's a brain food, apparently.
Yum, yum, yum.
About 10 minutes go by, she brings out different plates of mutton, and you can smell the very rustic and full flavors of it, as well as the ales, as you all sit down. As you all are enjoying your meal, kind of taking in the sights, it's a fairly open front to the area. You see the large windows outside, and it's still very close to the docks, so you see a lot of people kind of just starting the day, moving in and out from the fish market.
What time of day is it here?
Still morning. You guys, it would be about 7 in the morning by the time you guys got there.
Well, I propose we raise a salute together, because new friends.
Sure. Cheers.
Salud.
Did we get the bartender's name? So the innkeeper's name?
You didn't ask, no.
Okay. Madam, may we know your name, please?
Annette.
Annette. Annette, what is this port town known for?
Well, I will mostly trade between us and Ireland. We mainly rely on that, we're the kind of in between that and Elder Devon, so a lot of people consider us just a stop off town.
Have you heard of a circus coming into town anytime soon? A
Not
carnival,
particularly,
sorry?
no.
No? Okay.
We had the Nathaniel Percival's Curious Carnival pass through a couple months back.
Okay. Huh.
They make their
Probably
way
as well.
around this time of year.
Okay.
Is that the carnival that you were employed by?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Given my background, can I kind of see if I've heard anything particular about Nathaniel Percival?
Sure. Make a history check.
No.
Okay. They don't make their way up in your neck of woods all that often, so you are only loosely familiar with the name itself.
Okay.
So,
So to new friends and new beginnings, eh?
Yep.
This would be more like the middle, because we haven't reached the end yet.
It's only been like 24 sessions in. It's the middle.
You said you had 2 other members that you lost. What happened to them?
Well,
Eh,
I don't think we should go into that right now.
yeah.
No, it's fair.
It's a little fresh.
Yeah.
Was it a death?
Oh, what, sorry?
Was it a death?
Again, we'll discuss that later.
All right.
Yeah.
Also, Annette,
yes.
which way to the sheriff's office, or at least your mayor, or whoever's in charge of this town?
With the burgomaster.
Sheriff is just up the road, about 4 or 5 blocks that way. Points north.
Okay. Thank you. Should we
No
just
problem.
go and check in with them?
Yeah, probably.
So we'll
We
finish
can
up.
go.
We'll finish eating and go.
Let's
If you
go.
want, yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Lady Annette,
I'm
when would
assuming
you like
Pierre
me to
can't
perform?
leave though.
So
Wait
when
till
would
after
you like
Pierre's
me to perform?
performance.
Yeah, again, she said that you'd have to perform tonight, and it's 7 in the
Tonight.
morning.
Oh, okay.
So,
So only the night.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
time.
Then we got
Yeah.
time.
We
Yeah.
got time.
Cool.
Yeah. We'll
Okay,
say,
so-
for the sake of brevity, you worked out that you'll basically perform for like an hour at the inn itself sometime later tonight.
Cool.
And then you all head north to the sheriff's office?
Yeah.
Okay. Easy enough to find in the town itself. It's not super huge. You find the sheriff office to the north of you there. It's a relatively unassuming building, very straight, matches the architecture of most of Davin's building, very neo-Gothic. As you arrive, you see, as you enter the building itself, you see a set of jail cells along the wall, that are about half full. You see a half orc male in one of them currently sleeping with his back towards the wall, as well as a small, relatively older forest gnome currently looking through the bars. Looks like he's slightly drunk. And behind the desk of the office itself, you see a black-furred, tall minotaur with elongated horns and kind of reddish eyes, sitting currently behind, doing some paperwork. Can I help you?
Oh,
I never thought I hear that sentence in my life ever, but okay.
oh, look, it's a cow.
More
Fuck you
likely
just
a
say?
more like a bull, but yeah. Greetings. You the sheriff?
He puts his inking quill down. Yeah.
Hi. We just we came in on a ship which was attacked by harpies, and just want to check in with you, like, let you know that we're here and everything's hunky dory. We were also hoping to look for some work in town.
You guildies?
No, we're freelance.
Head cocks to the side. So you're scabs.
I'm sorry, what?
People
you
who
just
don't
call me?
work for the guild. Trying to find adventuring work, I'm assuming,
Mm-hmm.
would be scabs. People who are working illegally.
Is there a law that says we can't adventure?
Yes.
Fair enough. Fair enough. What if
So
we're
I'm
not
gonna-
adventuring? We're just, say, investigating.
That would be adventuring, and that would be scab work.
What constitutes an adventure?
Look, man, I don't make the laws. So I will pretend that you're not complete moron and just walked into a law office and said that you wanted to commit a crime, since it's very early in the morning and I have yet to have breakfast.
We've done worse.
Do you
I'd
know
also
where
like
the
to point out I left the corpse and the heads in my room at the inn.
Okay.
I'm not
that was
currently
gonna ask.
holding a corpse. Walking to the sheriff's office. Yo, you got any work?
Carrying a corpse. Hey, I'm here to commit a crime. Yeah, so you left those back at the end.
Yep.
So, what can I do for you people?
Apparently nothing. Thank you for your time. And we just
Does this
walk
town
out.
have a burgomaster?
No, I'm the only one in charge here.
See.
He's the booger master.
As a point of recollection, you would remember the last burgomaster you had spoken with was paying you under the table.
Oh, right.
So,
That's fair.
Do you know where the guild is so I could sign up?
Elder Devon.
Ah, that's
Fair
quite
enough.
a ways away.
How far is Elder Devon from Evil?
By boat, less than a day. If you take horses or mounts, usually it's going to take you about a day or so.
And given that the boat that we came into your fine city on did not have any crew because by virtue of being attacked by harpies, we did fix her up and sail her into Europe. Would we be able to claim salvage right?
Elwood writes. Y'all don't know the law well, do you?
No, we don't.
No, you don't. So, since there is no one who owns the boat, it becomes property of the state, which in this case is me.
Do you give us permission to yoink it?
Again, his head just cocks even more to the side like a dog. Who are you?
No, if you keep rolling your eyes like that, they're gonna get stuck.
He stands up from his desk, and you can now see he's probably a good 8 feet tall as he kind of makes his way onto the other side of the desk itself.
Antagonize the Minotaur.
I
So
wasn't
This would
antagonizing.
be
I was just pointing it out.
this would be a good practice in gender, I believe.
May we use the boat, if you would allow us?
I don't know who you people are, or even less who you think you are, but it is
We
now
think we're
properly-
idiots.
I don't think that's. He again looks now just genuinely confused.
Yeah,
The
that's
stupidity
I
is
have
confusing him.
I have
Yeah.
I have that effect on people.
I gather. So he walks kind of behind you guys now and closes the door to the office itself, locks it, turns back around. So you all seem like you're willing to do something for money under the table.
Sure.
Sure. We'll go with that so I don't have to throw you all in jail.
Mm-hmm.
So I have some work that might need to be done in town, if you'd be willing to assist.
Depends what the work
Okay.
is.
But of course, this would be only natural.
Very well. Outside of town, there is a organization that has gotten my attention. Possibly stealing of people in town. I don't have enough evidence to suggest it, and I can't really waste the time or money on the guild. So, you head out that way, make sure who they are taking, if they are taking people. Bring those people back to me, and then I'll ignore the fact that you all just committed crimes multiple
Is
times
this
in my
is
office.
this
We didn't commit crimes. We just suggested that we may be committing crimes at some point in the future.
That's
Which
not
is a
making
crime.
it any better.
would this be simple abductions or is it slavery?
Possibly slavery. Hard to say. Mostly just outskirts of town. I've heard different stories about people going missing, being taken by the same group. A bunch of people covered in these black robes.
I see.
Oh,
Can you give us any more information about these people? Like, do they use magic? Do they just use ordinary weapons? That sort of thing?
Reports have said that there has been magic use of it, so people are a bit on edge about it.
And
Do
you have
you know the
not
name of
had
this?
any ventures from the guild here.
No, it takes some time for them to make their way up this way. This has all been within the last week, so your timing is actually quite impeccable.
Mm-hmm.
fantastic.
Yeah, we could use the coin. We could use the coin.
Yeah.
No one said anything
Speaking of
about
which-
coin.
Oh, okay. So this is a favor situation, right?
No, yeah, the favor is me not throwing you in jail right now.
We have not done anything illegal yet.
Your
again, he-
wording could use a bit of work.
Different areas have different understandings of what that may imply, my metal friend.
I understand perfectly what it implies, but it's the truth.
Well, first off, you did just commit a crime. So, there's that.
Okay.
Anyway, we'll look into these things.
Great. So
Do you know the
either
name
do
of this
that
organization?
or leave my town immediately.
Do you know the name of this organization?
I do not.
All you know is that they wear black robes and abduct people, and potentially have several magic users.
Yes.
And
I'm assuming the way you're all dressed that you have a similar set of skills. So,
Do you want them dead or alive?
the abductees, I want alive.
the perps.
Is it enough just to get proof of the abductions, so that you could then legally go after them?
I already
Or
have
would you-
proof of the abductions. That's
Yeah.
been adopted.
So yes, you want us to get back as many
Eliminate them
abductees
by
as we
any
can?
means necessary and bring back whoever you can alive. Yes.
Okay.
All right then.
And they're located out of town.
Is-
Which way?
We're not sure. If we knew, we wouldn't be
Right.
asking for help with this.
Right.
You know which
He,
direction?
he's
doing?
really smart.
It is only natural to and noble to kind of go against any of these slaver scum. I will admit this has caught my interest.
What areas of town are most like heavily reporting these abductions?
Mostly small farming villages on the outskirts of town, past the walls.
Is in every area or just like a specific direction?
Well, most of them have been in the northeast area.
All right.
And nothing's happened within the walls, abductions wise.
Not that I'm aware of, no.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you. We'll get on that.
I would suggest, since you're also looking into this, if you might look into the Kettlefingers. It's a family that lives out on the island on the outskirts of the waters. I don't know if they're directly connected, but they have a long history of being shady, we'll say.
Cattle finger, you said?
Yes.
Okay. We'll ask around about that as well.
Very well. Is there anything else I can do for your fine folk, and that doesn't involve your being in jail?
Do you
Would
know
you-
if a traveling carnival is supposed to arrive here with it anytime soon?
Percival's?
Yeah, Percival's, yeah.
They came through about a month ago. Usually they make the rounds the other way, aren't usually back for another year or so. So, I don't know if they'd be heading back this way now.
Hmm.
All right. Well, thank you for the information.
What's all your names?
I don't think it's a good idea to tell you that.
But
Do you have a
also,
choice on that?
Fair point. I'm Drake.
Drake.
I'm Creek.
I might have been outplayed.
Oh, dear.
If I can't outsmart you, I'll outstupid you.
Oh god. I'm Annie Oak.
Annie Oak?
Yes, from the Stonewall Mountains.
Griffin. Right?
Yes.
I've heard of you.
Oh.
What are you doing down this far south?
Well, I wanted to sign up with the guild, but guess I have to travel further.
Unfortunately, yeah. Well, pleasure to meet you. Holds out a hand.
I shake it firmly.
Well, if the stories I've heard about you are true, hopefully you can do better than the rest of these idiots.
I will try to keep them safe.
You too? Looks to Gleb and Pierre.
my name is Pierre Arendon.
Dimit.
There we go.
Once he did
Opens.
introduce himself in the third person.
Opens the door for you, kind of ushers you out.
And we'll be in contact whenever we complete the assignment.
Good.
As I walk out of the office.
Yeah. Closes the door behind you. You can see
I
him
would
still
like
looking through the glass.
a little word in private, if you don't mind, Sherry.
What do you want?
I am not connected to the guild, but I am connected to another organization based out of Bellandale. And I did have some questions to pose to you.
What do you want to know?
Are we in private at this point?
He ushers you back into the office, closes the door behind him.
I am part of the shadow workers of Somerville, and I have a mission that I am on at this point. So I would appreciate you not thinking me being one of these illegal.
Not sure why you think some elf organization would have any sway here, but sure.
It is not a question of sway. I'm just saying that it is not just walking around.
All right.
And these slavers, did they seem to have any direction that they take their abductees towards?
Like I told your friend out there, they seem to all be concentrated up in the northeast. If I had to guess, there's some hiding somewhere up in the caves up there.
All right. Thank you for your trouble.
Opens the door back, ushers you out.
And I'll go follow and find the party.
I'll be keeping an eye on all of you as he closes the door.
Anybody got a forgery kit?
No.
What would you need a forgery kit for?
To make it look like we have official papers associated with the guild, because clearly we're doing illegal work, which I wasn't aware of. I thought we were being good
Glimmet has a
Samaritans.
forgery kit.
Oh,
Oh boy.
might be useful to know that, considering we thought we were being good Samaritans, but clearly we were just, you know.
Oh no, wait, I don't have one. I'm only proficient with it.
Mm.
I think. Yeah, I don't have one.
Okay. Okay, so quick question out of game. If we had said we were from the guild, would he have asked for identification?
He would have. I would have had you roll a deception check,
Okay.
and then it would depend on what you rolled from there.
Mm.
And also, session 0, I told you guys multiple times, working outside the guild is illegal, and it's come up multiple times since
Yeah,
then.
I think we just conveniently forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Noted.
Mm-hmm.
We did have that conversation over with Osaya,
Yeah.
saying that we
That is a
should.
conversation that has happened multiple times.
Yeah.
Yeah. So shall we head to what do you say, the something finger family?
Kettlefinger.
Cuddlefinger. Or the farm, I mean.
Can we borrow the boat?
Probably not.
So we have to get our own little boats to go across. How far out is the island?
About a mile.
Or just get a couple of rowboats.
Yeah, probably I'll head to the dock.
But also, first, perhaps we should investigate into this possible slave taking,
I mean,
because we
Roar-
don't know what we are going to go and investigate the cattle fingers about.
Yeah, you should probably get some information then that we can bring to them.
so let's ask around town then. Any information about the Cuttlefinger family?
Okay.
Also about the whole abductions thing.
Okay. Whoever wants to lead it, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Mm,
Now
Who
that
won-
Osaya's not here, you all question it.
Who
Okay.
wants to do it?
I could do that.
Can we assist him on that situation?
Yeah, that would be what this is.
Okay.
$16. So, asking around town, as far as what you find out about the abductions, you get most people speaking about different people they know from small farming towns on the outskirts of Errol itself. You find it seems to happen mostly at night that these people are going missing, and that they are being taken off. From the reports you have about it, the people that are taking them all seem to be wearing the same black robes, black and brown robes, and being taken into the northeast cave systems of town, or of the area.
Shoot.
Sorry?
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Uh, as far as what you find out about the Cuttlefingers, you get multiple people who are very apprehensive about giving you any sort of information about them specifically. What you do find out is that they are a very old family that has lived in Errol for quite some time, over a century. They are fortune tellers that live on the island itself. They are believed to have some sort of witchcraft sort of magic to them. People often go to them if they're seeking a fortune or wanting to know more about their own future. You hear a couple stories that people give about people going to them and having their lives ruined after the fact.
Let's see. Probably check the northeast mountains first. We can go find there. So it seems like the most credible source so far.
That's fair, yeah. We can go check in on those farmers.
Okay. So you head towards northeast part of town? Or to
What
the
time?
outskirts?
What time is it right now?
It's about 8 in the morning.
Okay. Don't want Pierre to miss his performance.
How long would it take to get to the area everyone's talking about?
Outskirts of town, it'd probably only take you about an hour, hour and a half.
We can definitely do some preliminary investigation and see what we can do from there.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's head out of town and talk to people.
Okay.
Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
So you go towards the outskirts of Errol. You see multiple small farm villages and farmhouses out that way, kind of all separated. Are you looking for a specific one to do anything at, or what are you trying to do specifically?
Trying to understand how often these abductions happen, and is there a particular direction in which, these attackers come from?
Okay. I'll say with that initial investigation check to extend it, you find that they're mostly happening, again, on the outskirts of town, there's basically a large cave system that is underneath Errol, out north near the forest itself. And it seems like is where a lot of the people are being taken towards.
But how often do these attacks happen?
It's only been within the last week that they've been happening, but it's about every other night that it has happened.
How far away are this area that everyone keeps talking about?
You guys would be about up to here at this point. Well, actually closer to like right here. So
Like how far away is like they were saying about like the woods, wasn't it?
Whatever.
Yeah, the
yeah, the cave system is further up north from there.
How long do we know how long it would take to get there?
From what you'd gather, it'd probably be about another hour or so.
We have time, don't we?
Do we want to head back into town and stock up on some stuff, or you want to just go?
Mm-hmm. And
I
we
think
we have time.
I think I would actually like to call the session here today, if that's okay with you guys. I'm also not feeling very well.
That's all right.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Kind of in and out, so.
Yeah, we can stop here. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Cool.
Don't want to push you guys any further.
Yeah.
So we'll say next week's session we'll stop there and pick up. You guys are just starting to investigate into the town, we'll say, essentially.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Is there anything you guys want to do before we go?
I mean, just asking, should we go get some supplies first, or are we just gonna start off straight and head straight to the?
We could just
cave?
possibly get some more rope and etc. because we are going to be going to caves.
Yeah.
So some sort of climbing equipment. Maybe.
If it's in town, maybe some health potions as well might be good to pick up. I mean, we can discuss all of that next session, right? Or you want to do it right now?
Up to y'all.
I mean, we can do that.
Yeah, that is fine.
That's fine.
Yeah, we'll do it next. We'll do it next time then.
Mhm.
Cool.
Sure.
Yeah, let's do it that way. Yeah.
Mhm.
Alright, we'll see you then.
All right.
Yeah,
Good
Yeah.
session, guys.
feel
Session.
better.
Yeah,
Catch
Yeah.
y'all.
yeah, see you guys.
No, you don't die on us.
I'll see a bunch of you.
You
I'll
die, I'll
see-
kill you.
I'll revivify you and then kill you again.
Yeah, I'll revive you just to slap you.
That is why it's so dangerous fucking with the cleric.
Mhm. I'll revive you forever.
So then I'll see Steve, Shiv, and Adi tomorrow. If you guys are not,
Yes.
if you guys are better.
Let's see. I am feeling like I was feeling like absolute shit in the by afternoon,
Hmm.
and I went to sleep, but like I did feel a little better by now. But I had so much more hopes for playing like Pierre better, but like I was just like tired and my stomach and my head were just pounding most of the time. So
That's alright, we understand.
Yeah, that's fair.
not really
Yeah.
in the best.
You
Lots
can't
of
feel
sleep.
perfect every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, not that I feel perfect any day, but yeah.
Alright, we'll see you then.
What do you
Well-
guys think of Pierre Ironborn?
He seems very fun.
A fantastic guy.
Yeah.
Any sort of approach to Annie, she will reject immediately. By the way,
Oh, that I understood.
That's the thing. We're probably thinking of put him in like a single room, and the rest of us like double up in the two other rooms.
He would
It's cute.
appreciate his privacy.
You see like the door open slightly, and just it's like Annie just like kicks it in the other way.
I mean, you might like your privacy. You may not like other people's privacy. That's the problem.
Mm.
Okay, guys. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to call it here. Two of our members are not feeling very well. Hopefully, it's nothing serious. We're gonna call a session there. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Remember to leave a comment down below. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell. And thank you guys all so much for checking in. We'll catch you guys next time. So from me to you guys, until next time, peace out.